Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Matchday Live. I'm your host Jack McIndoe and I'll be taking you through all matchday commentary as the Reds will be travelling up to the City grounds. Well, hopefully what will be a very huge 3 points for Liverpool in their chase for European football this season. Reds, how are we? I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend, whatever you've been up to, Reds. Plenty to get through. We'll speak about Forest, the analysis, what it means for Liverpool, of course, in terms of our aspirations this season. Of course, as we know, the Reds still in Champions League football. A couple of interesting sides that happened over the last week as well. Obviously, Newcastle battered Karabag. Was it 5-6-0? Obviously, Anthony Gordon getting 4 goals in that one. Inter Milan. Everyone will say surprisingly getting beat, but then I've watched Inter Milan and I think this season it's been a bit weird, in all honesty, not translating their European football to their domestic league as well. So some interesting big teams possibly going out as well, but it's good that Liverpool, we've had our feet up over the last week or so in terms of just that bit more extra time to recover. That's why it's so important getting into those top 8 European spots anyway, and hopefully in a couple of weeks' time with the draw, when a draw does happen, we get a bit of an easier run to obviously into Budapest as well, the final. So, well, I'm getting too far ahead of myself, aren't I, chat? But you know, that's got to be our aspirations for now and the end of May anyway. You get Dom and Milos at a mad final in Hungary as well, and if we can win it, then even better for those two lads, but just for Liverpool in general as well. But yeah, that's what we've got to be aiming for, chat, and especially manifesting wins, especially in the Premier League as well. Coming into this game, we know there's been a lot of change with respect to obviously the management at Nottingham Forest. The owner, we know how aggressive he is in regards to sacking, hiding, not just the Forest, but all the other clubs that he does hold a share in owning as well. So, and it has been successful in terms of the way in which, but I think for a lot of Forest fans out there, and me, as all of us as a neutral really, we were just so shocked and surprised that Nuno Espirito Santo did depart. But that is football. If you ask any manager, if you ask any head coach as well, it's even us as fans when we watch football, some of it's a bit mad in terms of respect to the decisions that do get made at some clubs. But thankfully, Liverpool, over the last 10 years anyway, the decisions that have been done at the top of the club have been more or less spot on, really, in respect to hiring Jurgen Klopp. Obviously appointing Arne Slot as well, so there's going to be plenty of big decisions along the road as well, Red. So yeah, just looking at their table and standing at the minute in terms of they are just slightly above the relegation zone. Obviously it's one of them chats. Obviously West Ham on 18th, they've got 25 points, so the 2 points adrift of the relegation zone as well. Tottenham are only 4 points off West Ham, which is mad in all honesty. And I think when you're thinking about it, you're looking at their side and the results that they've had recently, as we mentioned. Obviously a big win in Turkey. This is a bit mad, but it just goes to show the strength of the Premier League in every aspect, whether the Premier League sides playing in Europa League, the Conference League, and even the Champions League as well. Says a lot when considering how poor Liverpool and Tottenham have been in terms of domestically showing this season. Obviously Tottenham finishing in the top 8 as well, but that couldn't save Thomas Frank's job anyway. But yeah, recently, obviously this week, a big win, and it's a huge win in all honesty. Obviously Fenerbahce and Galatasaray, the two big Turkish sides who historically over the last 10-20 year period as well have always gone for the Turkish league anyway. They've spent a lot of money, Fenerbahce as well, similar with Galatasaray. So much investment has gone into the Turkish football over the last couple of seasons as well, and obviously Victor Osimhen leading the line for Galatasaray as well. So a lot of big players there. Obviously N'Golo Kante just recently moved from the Saudi Pro League to Fenerbahce as well, but he obviously couldn't quite protect that back line. Forest were good on the night. Very quick, aggressive counter-attacking display as well, really penetrating in behind that Fenerbahce back line as well. So chat, that's exactly what I feel, and certainly what we're going to be expecting today. So well and good does hopefully Liverpool impacting the game and putting everything on the line as well, but we've just got to be very careful in terms of their ability to counter-attack and very much hit Liverpool on the break. They did get beat this Forest side on the 6th of Feb against a 3-1 loss to Leeds United as well. Shout out to Leeds, they've done really well over the last couple of weeks, last couple of months as well. Looks like I think they've kind of pulled away from the relegation zone as well, so that was always the mantra at the beginning of the season, stay in the league. Even if it's 1 or 2, 3, 4 points ahead of the bottom three anyway. But it looks like Leeds are surviving, and as we all know, it's so integral when you are a new club, or even just a club in general in the Premier League. If you've got that guaranteed number 9 that's putting in the balls in the back of the net, doesn't even need to be a number 9, a winger anyway, someone that guarantees you goals. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's been integral for them. The drop off in terms of last season to this season, of course, Chris Wood for Forest was absolutely instrumental in respect to their chase for European football last season. Hasn't quite translated that like that this season anyway. In terms of top goal scorers in the Premier League for Forest this season, you've got Morgan Gibbs-White, 6. Says a lot when your highest goal scorer, not just for Forest but for a majority of Premier League sides as well. Just indicates how poor they've been in terms of the top end of the pitch. Morgan Gibbs-White, 6 in the Premier League this season. Callum Hudson-Odoi, 3 goals. And as just mentioned there, Chris Woods, who was absolutely instrumental in terms of their top 4, top 5 Champions League run last year. Couldn't quite solidify a Champions League spot, but Chris Wood, 2 goals in the Premier League. That's a huge drop off in quality, a huge drop off in goals as well. So any side would certainly suffer in that respect as well. In terms of the assists, in terms of who's contributed the most in the Premier League this season so far, again, we say this and hopefully they don't score a load of goals anyway, but you've got Damari Hutchinson, obviously signed from Ipswich for very big money. He was the replacement for more or less Alanga down that right hand side. Anyway, Hutchinson, very versatile, can play on the left, can play on the right as well, but he's a lad with a lot of pace, and he's their highest assist maker in the Premier League so far this season with only 3 assists. Elliot Anderson, 2 assists, and Morgan Gibbs-White as well. Sangare, who has been, by all respects, listened to a lot of Forest fans as well, one of their most underrated performers this season. Obviously the former PSV Eindhoven captain as well. So yeah, he's had a very underrated, by all accounts, listen to a couple of Forest fans anyway this season. And so you're looking at them, they're not scoring a lot of goals coming into this game anyway, which is a kind of a plus point for Liverpool really. But you'd expect Liverpool hopefully just to play our game. And for me, Reds, I don't know how you feel. I don't want us to be getting sucked into a Forest's game. That's one thing that, especially this season, Reds as well, that I think Liverpool have been very guilty of. I don't know how you feel, chat, let us know. In terms of stylistically, like when we come up against Brentford, we literally played into their hands in the first opening 2-3 minutes of the game, giving away a throw in, and then we go and concede, and then it unravels into an absolute mess really in respect to Liverpool being really poor. But when you're analysing today, Liverpool, hopefully we can just play our game, do what we've done against Sunderland. Even today, Reds, even if it's a 1-0 win to Liverpool, as long as we get all 3 points, that's what we're all hoping for. But hopefully the next couple of weeks, next couple of months as well, as we do progress into the latter stages of the Champions League football as well, hopefully we just kind of continue this momentum, but not a case of, was it a couple of months ago when we had like the odd win and then we'd lose the odd win and it was very inconsistent. But hopefully now, certainly that Sunderland result, it gave us as fans, every single one of us, a lot of confidence. We were all looking at the team going, hey, well, there's something there, because the first team to beat Sunderland at the stadium like this season in the Premier League, that's not to be sniffed at really. It's huge. And even the lads in the changing room against Sunderland, certainly hopefully they would be feeding off that confidence in that inner belief as well. And that's certainly a lot of what Liverpool have been guilty of when we've all watched this Liverpool side. A lot of lads that are lacking confidence, but as we've seen with Florian Wirtz, even Milos Kerkez as well, even though they're probably lads that don't lack confidence, but especially when you are coming to a new club, and new, obviously in Florian Wirtz's new league as well, very demanding. So there's a lot of things coming into a new club as well, especially moving from a different country, moving to a different place like Kerkez as well, from Bournemouth to Liverpool. There's so much that us fans, of course, it's so easy. It's easy as just the lazy analysis really from that I've been guilty of in the past as well. It's simply just, he was amazing in the Bundesliga, but he can do it in the Premier League. It's not as easy as that. It's not a game of FIFA really, where you can just plug and play. Some world class footballers can do that, but it's only the very elite footballers as well. And sometimes in football, it's a bit of bad luck as well. You need just even like little cheeky deflections if you're having a couple of shots and they're flying in the back of the net, and then that just builds your momentum and builds your rhythm as well. So big up there Asmij. Hopefully pronounced that right, mate. Apologies if not. Liverpool win from an Arsenal fan. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Big up there, Jay. Yeah, it's gonna be some scrap today, mate. As we know, it's gonna be some scrap. It's not gonna be. Hopefully, this team for always does certainly. Sorry, Chas. Would I put my glasses on, be able to see the comments more. But yeah, we'll be very surprised. It would be refreshing as well, though, chat. If we turn up today and absolutely wipe the floor with them. Which would be fantastic as well. We're fully capable of doing that, but we just haven't seen that on many of occasions so far this season. But as we go into the latter stages of the season, this year's campaign in the Prem and even the Champions League and even the FA Cup as well. But yeah, Jay, confidence, mate. As you always say in the watch-alongs on the Anfield Index as well. Hope in your heart, Eds. You've got to have it as well. But should have put Jones at right back. And yeah, Jay, it's all about, obviously, if you didn't watch the latest Stat Me Up podcast with obviously Dr. Bart, obviously Cy Brundish and obviously Dave Davis this week. There's an episode on YouTube as well, the latest Stat Me Up podcast. Cy run through, very informative as always from Cy about all the latest fitness as well. So chat, if you haven't seen that or you haven't listened to the podcast, check it out, Reds anyway. He speaks about obviously the player selection and obviously from a data science point of view as well. So very informative, Reds. So it's that come out this week, so it's the latest Stat Me Up podcast, and you can listen to it on all the podcasting platforms as well. You get a little preview anyway, but if you head over to AnfieldIndex.com and you subscribe, you'll be able to listen to all the podcasts in their full entirety as well. Head over to AnfieldIndex.com, become a subscriber. Obviously, a little bit of a taste is on the YouTube side anyway, but there's so much more content that gets done behind YouTube as well. So Reds, get involved with that. Today's schedule, as always, we've got Lola Katz, Roberts joining Gags tandem today as well, so it'll be Lola and Gags very much taking you through their analysis after the full-time whistle here as well, Red. So plenty to hopefully go through by the end of this evening as well. You've got the lads, post-match raw lads, the flagship programming at Anfield Index, expert analysis, post-match thoughts as well from Dave and Trev and the lads that will be taking you through. So that'll be live. Obviously, you are a pro subscriber, you'll be able to listen to it in the sound studio as well. So that'll be following the full-time whistle as well. So Reds, plenty to get stuck into. Obviously, we've got a busy day tomorrow as well. Media matters and absolutely everything really, Reds. So as always on Anfield Index, there's always a chock-a-block of schedule. So chat, if you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button down below if you are watching on YouTube. Or if you go over to Anfield Index, head over, subscribe. Obviously £7.99 a month if you pay monthly, but if you pay for the year, comes in at £59.99 for the year, but just comes in as little as a coffee a month anyway. £4.99 it translates to a monthly fee across the year anyway, and that gives you so much more content. So Reds, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button as well. But Reds, we all had a fantastic week. It's good that obviously I'm pretty sure you all have enjoyed some of the football results this week as well. No, certainly I have. As much as we want to be Liverpool next year, we will be in a title race properly next season. Certainly, I'm fully confident of that, Reds. Anyway, we will be in with a couple of new signings as well. A couple of players departing next summer. Sorry there, chat. We're not in the 90th minute. Was the old scoreboard? If anyone was just tuning in, going, "Have I missed a match?" Don't worry, it wasn't a draw. Sorry, chat. Probably looked at the screen going, don't worry, we haven't started the game anyway. But chat, as we just mentioning there, some interesting results to say the very least anyway, Reds. So in terms of the Premier League football that we've had, bear 1 second, it's got the fixtures anyway. So today we've got obviously the big main one, Liverpool versus Forest. You've got Palace versus at home against Wolves. We're not expecting Wolves to go down, chat, but unless there's an absolute massive miracle, Wolves have got quality. It just depends if they can keep fit and get a couple more goals and start taking the chances. As we mentioned there, Wolves getting a huge point against Arsenal. They'll take absolutely any point, won't they? And that was enjoyable to watch as a neutral, chat, wasn't it? The absolute... it went mad at full time anyway, the Arsenal fans. This is what I'm saying, chat. We learned our lesson in respect to how we deal as a fan base. I know certainly me as well, like, obviously down the years, over the last 10 years, obviously the years that we had with Brendan Rodgers as well, when we come very close, but yet so far as well. We had a couple of title charges with Jurgen Klopp as well, but the one thing that we had with Jurgen Klopp, chat, he was a proven winner in another country in respect to the Bundesliga. He'd won trophies. That's what gave us a lot of hope. And certainly with Arne Slot last season, obviously winning obviously Eredivisie with Feyenoord in the Dutch league as well. So when you've got a league-winning manager that has been there, done that, because obviously Premier League is the most demanding league in European football. But I look at Arteta, chat, and to the FA Cups, winning 1 or 2, whatever he's won anyway, then sound great. But he's not a proven winner for me, chat. And it's mad. That's what's so annoying for me, chat. I don't know how you feel. That's what's so annoying. Even if we were like 20-30% a bit more better this season, just converting those silly draws that we've had this season, we'd be very close to Manchester City. But hopefully... that gives a bit of a kick in really going into next season for the lads going into the new season. Going, lads, look at how poor this Arsenal side have been this year. Like City are going to get one of their it's never easy to win a league title, but in respect to the dominance from Liverpool and City domestically over the last 10-year period, the City lads are probably looking at each other going, what are we doing? We can easily beat this Arsenal side. It's just Arsenal, and that's not me being disrespectful with Arsenal, but they're not winners for me, Chas, and yeah, they've got a long way to go. But I do think if Arteta doesn't end up with at least a Champions League or a Premier League, I think he might certainly depart Arsenal. He spent so much money, and watch Arteta sign another 5 centre halves anyway. We could do with a couple of centre halves in the summer, but yeah, but there we go. Big up there, Forest. Nice one there, but as I said it on the video, Prince, you've probably seen Liverpool starting 11 chat. But yeah, we'll quickly go with the Forest side as well. Nice one for that, mate. So Ortega, former Manchester City goalie in goal anyway. Ollie Aina, Milinkovic, Murillo, Neco Williams, Sangara, Anderson, Hutchinson, Morgan Gibbs-White, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Igor Jesus as well. And for the visitors, Liverpool, our lads anyway, Alisson Becker in goal, Dominic Szoboszlai playing right back by the looks of it, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kerkez, Gravenberch, McAllister, and the forward 4 lads for Liverpool this evening, this afternoon, Salah, Florian Wirtz, Gakpo and Hugo Ekitike. And on the bench for Liverpool today, Amadashvili, Andy Robbo, Calvin Ramsey, Gomez, Curtis Jones, Trey Nioni, Federico Chiesa, Kieran Morrison and Rio Engamua as well. A couple of Forest substitutions. Obviously they're signing Luca. I do watch a lot of Serie A football. He's an absolute giant, chat. Their new signing from Napoli anyway. I think he's on loan with a possible buy clause at the end of the season. If you've not seen this lad, he's an absolute Man Mountain. I think he's about 6'6", 6'7". Ridiculous. But Forest love a big physical striker, don't they? Especially what Chris Wood done last year. So fair play to the lads. Endoy, Yates, Dominguez, McAtee, Marato as well. Cunha and Angus Gunn and Bakawa as well. So obviously James McAtee, the full Manchester City attacking midfielder. I personally felt he would have had a bit more of a bigger impact this season. Hopefully he doesn't have an impact this afternoon as well, but he's certainly a player to keep an eye on the bench. So they got a couple of interesting substitutions. But yeah, you look at Liverpool's bench again, just goes to indicate how difficult this season has been in terms of the injury front. But you know what? We're not going to moan about injuries. We get on with it. Anyway, injuries are part and parcel. We done really well last year in terms of keeping the squad fully fit. But hopefully going into next year, we have learned from a lot of situations that have happened in respect to keeping players fit. What hasn't worked, what has worked as well in terms of whatever we're doing with Jeremy Frimpong this season, of course. It doesn't help when you stop bringing players in and he's getting injured and then bringing players in. Yeah, it's just been a bit of a mess this season anyway, chap. But you know what? We'll learn from this season. We'll certainly learn a lot. And hopefully going into next year, we'll be a lot more successful in the Premier League. Chat, we've got the quality players. And if we can bring one or two in next season, then even better anyway, chat. But chat, get your score predictions in the comment section below as well. I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool, chat. I'm going to go 3-1. I do think there's a lot of goals in this. But yeah, I think we'd all happily... The sensible scoreline for Liverpool today is 1-0 to Liverpool. But yeah, chat. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. Hopefully, it is a big win. Big up there, Steve. Nice one for that, bud. Big up there, Cot. Bro, we don't win the game after Chelsea and Villa drop points. It's going to hurt really bad because I don't see Everton beating United. Big up there, bud. Yeah, no, it's obviously, as you said, spot on there, mate, in terms of, apologies there, chat. I was going through the Premier League results anyway, but as Cot said there, obviously the draw for Aston Villa yesterday, that's going to be huge. The draw for, as you mentioned there, bud, the Chelsea 1-1 against Burnley. It's like Burnley. Go ahead. But yeah, a draw. So it's another week like it was last week when we played Sunderland. We know how integral it was. And certainly, again, today, chat, I'll be saying exactly what I said against Sunderland. We all will. The team talk does itself. Like, Arnett just has to show those fit results from yesterday going, lads, those drop points yesterday. So now go and win today. Go and do your job today. We're fully capable. It's about getting that first goal today, chat. If we can get that first goal in the first 10-15 minutes, it gets rid of the atmosphere as well. Gets out of the way and absolutely bouncing as always. It is the case of Travelling Cop doing an amazing job every single year in terms of home and away as well. So yeah, getting the Travelling Cop in full song with a nice early goal. But you know what? If we don't get that early goal, don't panic. I think that's the main thing that we don't do. Is because as soon as we panic this season, chat, that's when we know, as I mentioned with the Brentford game, and we can all think about situations that have happened this season where we're just panicking for the sake of it, where we're just putting some stupid balls, clearing 25-yard balls from the edge of our box, when just a bit more composure. Like, we've got the capabilities of just passing round Forest. But it all stems from the lads in midfield as well. Gravenberch and Alexis hopefully will be on it today, because we need every single one of them till now the end of the season. And a 2-1 win for Manchester City yesterday as well. So, yeah, bit disappointed with Newcastle. What do you think about that City Newcastle game? Bit of a weird game yesterday, wasn't it? But yeah, hopefully, Cot, we can very much get that win, mate. Get that win. But yeah, bonkers saying hello to each other. Here we go, Reds. Steve's gone 2-1 to Liverpool. But yeah, fingers crossed, mate. How are we, bud? You know, we're gonna talk. Walk all over these boys today as well. That's the spirit. What do we see it here, old chat? That's it. We're going to be bringing a lot of energy today, and the lads need it certainly. But I'll tell you what, chat. Hopefully, come what the end of May, we'll be looking at this Liverpool side going, lads, what happened at the beginning of the season? Like, in terms of the first 10, 15, 20 fixtures. It's like, come on. But that's football, chat. We watched this Liverpool side down. Many of you that have watched thousands of matches of Liverpool anyway. Thousands, millions of hours of watching Liverpool in terms of the games as well. But you know what, chat? Next season, as long as we sign a couple of new signings, don't have to go mad. Just need to bring in quality. A couple of lads possibly departing as well, but bringing in real quality. And if we do, chat, I tell you, we won't be far off it next season. Fully confident about that, Reds. So yeah, we had Bournemouth even drawing. Well, you're looking at West Ham, you're looking at the other lads as well down there. The bottom, every point is very vital. Till now at the end of the season as well. So a big draw. I think if you're a West Ham fan, you're a bit disappointed really that they couldn't quite get all 3 points yesterday. But Brighton, bit of a surprise one as well, chat. Brighton doing us a bit of, well, not just for us, but Brighton's own sake. They've been a bit weird. A bit similar with like Liverpool this season. Very underwhelming, Brighton, this year anyway. So chat, plenty of football. And obviously we are approaching 25 minutes away from kickoff. Get your score predictions in as well, Reds. But, as we said, you're looking at this Forest side anyway, chat. Let's bring it up anyway. Give me 1 second there, chat. Bring it up for you. There we go. So, from a stylistic point of view as well, we'll just bring up the... Oh, too big screen that. So, move that over there. So, when you look at that, chat... You look at the key players. 1 second there. Has that worked? 1 second there. Chat on the flight. Has that worked? There you go. So there, let's sort on that. So you look at that, chat. Where for you, Reds? The big one for me is very much the battle in midfield. I think if you've been watching me down the years, I've been a massive, big advocate of Elliot Anderson. I think I wanted Liverpool to sign, was 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago as well. Just even go back onto my channel as well. Elliot Anderson and Mark Gahey, the two players when I just analysing games as a neutral as well. Gahey, obviously, sadly, he's gone to Manchester City. But chat, speaking of new players, Elliot Anderson, we should be bringing in next season. I know everyone speaks about Adam Wharton. I tell you, it'd be great if we could bring both Adam Wharton in and Anderson, but we might be a bit skint because it will cost a lot of money. But if Curtis Jones does depart to an Inter Milan, or if he is to depart anyway, whatever happens with Curtis. But for me, chat, and for anyone that's watched Forest this season, or just a general football fan, everyone knows the qualities of Elliot Anderson. For me, he's one of the... I'm just so surprised that Newcastle United did sell him, of course, FFP and all that, obviously pure profit for Newcastle. But yeah, a very surprising departure. But he's got absolutely everything. He can play as a 6, can play as an 8 as well. When watching him, hopefully he has a quiet game today, chat. But for me... he's going to go to the very, 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 very top. I do feel in terms of he's got all the attributes. Physically demanding, he's an absolute monster. His ability to read the game as well, his positional awareness is something for me that I really do admire in him. And I think if he is to go to a bigger club, well, yeah, there's levels really. If he goes to a bigger club, I think he can, given the right defensive midfield partner, I think he could be instrumental. Because could you imagine Liverpool next season, like a dream 6 pivot of Elliot Anderson or Adam Wharton? Probably wouldn't work, but Liverpool, if we want to be winning league titles, want to be winning Champions Leagues on a more regular, you've got to have players of the ilks of Adam Wharton's. You've got to have Elliot Anderson's as well. So that's how you improve next season, going out and buying those two lads anyway. But that's me being greedy. But yeah, Elliot Anderson, chat. I think if we can get a result today, we have to play around getting in behind Elliot Anderson, getting a couple of getting bodies round him. Because physically, he can absolutely run through a brick door anyway. Don't know what's happened with my camera, chat, today. I do apologise. 1 second, it's the green screen. Yeah. So yeah, don't know what's happening anyway. So yeah, Trass, Elliot Anderson. You're looking at Morgan Gibbs-White. We all know his quality as well. Obviously signed for big money from very much Wolves as well. We mentioned Damari Hutchinson, big money signing, playing down that right hand side of Forest as attacking line. Oleana, he had a fantastic year last year, didn't he? He was in for contention for one of the players of the season. Well, for me, I think for a lot of people, he was Premier League's best right back last year. Chattu won Premier League's best right back last year. Completely got on my head. Apologies, Reds. But he's had a bit of a very disappointing season. He's been in and out due to injuries. Oleana down the right hand side. But Murillo and Milinkovic, obviously the Serbian and the Brazilian anyway, they were monstrous last season in terms of how they very much commanded games, defensive solidity as well. Just quickly need to check. I think Murillo, he's 22, 23. Yeah, he's 23 years old as well. Chat, you know the two players that will be getting poached from a lot of big European sides. Elliot Anderson being one of them, and Murillo being the absolute other as well. Look at Murillo, 23 years old. He's good enough to play for a lot of top sides. Look at some of the clubs that are desperate. You look at Inter Milan's back line. It's ridiculous. Like, Inter can go and sign Murillo and he drastically improves them. So, as many sides in European football, even Liverpool as well, I think we'd all love him as an option. But again, it's going to come down to the money. Given him being 23, yeah, for us to be wanting north of like 50, 60, 70 million, that's what they'd be wanting. Is he worth that? Maybe not, but that's the going rate for centre halves in the Premier League. And then obviously got Nico Williams, who, chat, I don't know how you feel, I'm made up for Nico. He's been fantastic since he's departed Liverpool as well. And it's always good, chat. We always have these certain players, when Liverpool players do depart, some of them go begrudgingly. They kick up a fuss and then they depart. But Nico Williams, obviously he knew, and I think I was watching an interview this season where he spoke about, I think it was for TNT, there was a VT on that, and he spoke about obviously the competition down that right hand side at Liverpool. He mentioned Conor Bradley, but the main one was obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold anyway. But yeah, he come through, Nico, pivotal time. Liverpool winning Premier Leagues, winning Champions Leagues as well. He's a lad with a lot of quality. And you look at what he's done for Forest, and it's really good. And yet again, he's still only 24 as well. I think he's just turned 25 this year as well. So, yeah, he's a lad with a big future ahead of him. But yeah, he's just one of them that it's great. It's refreshing to see, and he's getting regular minutes in the Premier League side as well. Just doesn't mean that if you can't make it at Liverpool, it doesn't mean that you're not being able to make it at another side like a Forest or another club. Look at Harry Wilson of Fulham as well. So yeah, so there's been many players like Harry Wilson, like obviously Nico Williams, other players, Dominic Solanke as well, moved for big money to Tottenham. He's been scoring goals. So yeah, Reds, fair play to Nico. Hopefully he has an awful game today. Anyway, Nico Williams, but yeah, let's hope Salah absolutely does him today. But yeah, it's going to be one of them, chat. I do think when I'm analysing that game, as we all have, even if you are a neutral, it's that midfield that's going to be so integral, really, for Liverpool today. If we can get the better of that midfield against Forest, then I think Liverpool should hopefully put a lot of goals on the scoreboard today. So, chat, got to be positive. Can't win everything every year. We still got a lot to play for, and that's the thing, Hero. I think certainly we've been very spoilt over the last 10 years, especially great years under Jurgen Klopp as well. And me, chat, and I'll put my hands up as well, Hero, as I mentioned a couple of times already this season. I possibly wanted a departure from a change of manager or whatnot, but that was against the Forest game at home at Anfield as well, and I'll put my hands up. What I wanted on, and what we all want on, is to defy absolutely every single one of us as well. Arne knows the pressure at Liverpool Football Club. I think the way he's handled himself this season has been impeccable in respect to everything that's gone on. And I tell you what, if we can win any form of trophy, and I include the FA Cup as well, and everyone will go, obviously we want to win the Champions League, but if we come away from this season with at least a trophy, for me, that's an amazing season, considering everything that has gone on, what the lads have gone through as well in terms of Diogo Jota and Andre as well, always in our thoughts every single day, whatever would always will be. Obviously, the Diogo and Andre's family always in our thoughts. But yeah, it's been a very, very difficult season for everyone at Liverpool and everyone outside at Liverpool as well. But yeah, chat, we can win a trophy this season. It will be amazing. And hopefully will give us a bit more of a bigger boost going into next season to go, right, even when we're not playing our maximum, this squad is still capable of winning trophies. Like, could you imagine what this Liverpool side were winning full confidence? Chat, obviously we got Alexander Isak coming back at the latter stages of the Champions League as well. Not too bad of a bench player, is it? Not too bad indeed. Chat, who was it that was moaning about transfer fees this week? Who was it? Was it a European manager? I think. No, yeah, it was Martin O'Neill, the Celtic manager, whinging about like the Premier League sides. I'm sorry, Martin O'Neill, but let's deal with it. Like, I'm not into this game of like other managers and other leagues moaning about the expenditure of other teams like Liverpool, Man City and Arsenal. Yes, there's a lot of money in the Premier League, but that's only because these leagues, like especially the Premier League, has developed season upon season upon season. It's all down to the Scottish FA and how they promote the Scottish League. Go back to the 50s and 60s. Scottish football was the hotbed of European football, not just for players, but for managers as well. Like, there's still quality in the Scottish League. It just needs to be given the platform, needs the investment, most importantly as well. It's all about the investment from the Scottish FA, and just look at Serie A as well. The investment from Serie A, the investment from La Liga. Everyone's moaning about the Premier League. Of course, like we are. Obviously, the last year, the quality of the football is very much dropped off. But I think, as we said last week against Sunderland, the Premier League has got to be very careful the direction we go in terms of travel, of the way in which we want to promote the Premier League. We don't want to be turning it into a Conference League football match every single week where we're just lobbing free kicks and corners. At the minute, that is the way the data is indicating, throw-ins and all that. But hopefully next season, a lot more teams get a lot more savvier. They analyse it coming into the new season, going, right, we've got plan A, we've got plan B, and we've got plan C to deal with corners, with throw-ins, but hopefully for the brand as a Premier League, and just in football fan in general in England, you want to be saying nice attacking football as well. Of course, not every side can do that, but given the amount of resources at every single football club, and I include the lads at the bottom of the Premier League as well, look at the investment Sunderland made in terms of coming into the league, going out and spending money in the right way, and bringing in a lot of quality. I think certainly if Coventry come into the division next season, even if Wrexham come in, certainly if Wrexham come into the Premier League next season, or the bigger clubs, they'll be spending a lot of money. You've got to go in the way in which, obviously Sunderland have showed, Brentford have showed, Brighton have showed. Obviously Brighton and Brentford have spent money, but they spent it very wisely in terms of their recruitment, investing in the younger players as well, and in the data science and everything in that as well. So, chats, I'm looking forward to it. Next season's going to be a bit of a mad one, but yeah, as I mentioned, Isaac coming back until now the end of the season. Even a player like Jayden Danns as well, though, chat. Especially this season. How many times, and especially, we've looked at that bench this year and went, we could have done with Jayden Danns coming on. But obviously, he's been decimated with injuries as well. Another player like Stefan Bajcetic. Those two lads, sadly, being decimated over the last 12, 24 months as well with injuries. But even this season, chat, would have been nice if we had Jayden Danns even in the FA Cup games. Because I'll tell you what, chat, if he was on the bench and he was in form, kind of like he was in a bit of good momentum, he certainly would have been getting the last 20, 25 minutes in games this season, especially when Liverpool haven't been at our maximum as well. Obviously, if you've got to take into account, obviously, Isaac's being out, but obviously if Isaac's fully fit, and the other lads as well in the team, then there might be a bit more less of an option for Jayden. But it's one of them, chat. Chat, you are tuning in. If you just tuned in for the first time, welcome to Anfield Index. I'm your host, Jack McIndoe. I'm taking you through every single last kick of the game today. As we are 20 minutes away from kickoff, we'll speak about on obviously. Wait 1 second here, chat. Alan is having little words with the reporter. Reporter asking Arne about Dom playing right back. Slot just jokingly saying he needs to be playing right back. Yeah, playing right back today. Just explained his team selection as well, Arne, just saying come with the strongest side that he possibly can today. And reporter asking about challenge and representing how coming into this game, style of play. Saying there's a different challenge. Impact on playing style as well for Liverpool. But still the same players for Liverpool. But yeah, and I just mentioned the Fenerbahce results as well, saying that he's analysed the team and just very surprised, like all of us, that Forest are where they are in the league. Yeah, just saying there, chat. Sorry there, Reds. Yeah, just speaking about the Forest game in midweek, saying about their quality as well. So fair enough. Big up there to Sheen. How are we, bud? How are we, la? Good to see you in the comments. How are we, bud? The Brazilian Alan is... yeah, obviously Lewis done a show on yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, chat. Make sure you do tune into the latest Daily Red episodes as well. Obviously Lewis done the latest Daily Reds yesterday and this morning as well. So Lewis took you through all the latest Liverpool news and obviously in the build up to this game as well. So check that out. But yeah, big up there, cause I personally don't. And I'm not going to put my hands up. I've never even heard of this lad, I'm being honest. We know, obviously, the Brazilian League has produced a lot of very talented footballers down the last 100 years of football anyway, like Pelé, and list is absolute endless as well. But it looks like Alan, great name for a Brazilian anyway. You've got some great names like Ronaldinho, Zico, but yeah, even Alan, you never know. Could be the next Ballon d'Or winner, possibly. But yeah, mates, he looks good from some of the clips that I've seen. As I said, I haven't seen a lot of him. But if the data lads think he's decent and he's got the capability of replacing Salah, then go for it. It just comes down to the data lads. If they think that there's an opportunity in the market, you've seen, obviously, Endrick, obviously, he's departed from Real Madrid this season, only on loan, might that be had, but he's took Ligue 1 by storm anyway, which is not really a surprise given the quality of the Brazilian. Just wasn't being given an opportunity at Real Madrid, and even Real Madrid fans have been fuming this season about like the fact that they let him go. You've got, obviously, for Real, they got Nico Paz, a Como as well, so obviously the Argentinian attacking midfielder will be coming in to Real Madrid next season. Obviously Endrick could be coming back next year, so yeah, another Brazilian to the Premier League will be very interesting, mate. As I said, I haven't seen a lot of them. I've seen a couple of clips, but nothing too major that I can make an analysis really for me. But if the data lads think he's good enough, mate, and if he's got if we can get a deal, I think Lewis mentioned, and we spoke about Eddie's article as well, it was like 30-40 million in around that ballpark, possibly can get a deal done. Then sounds possibly get it done. If he's good enough, then bring him in anyway. But yeah, you're looking at the other lad. Was it Mustawana? Complete butchered. Apologies, Reds. The Argentinian lad that went to Real Madrid in the summer window. Obviously, Dave Davis and Dr. Bart done a couple of analysis videos on Mustawana. Yeah, I'm never going to pronounce that right anyway. The Argentinian lad that plays for Real Madrid anyway. So there's been many from the South American market. There's so much great talented footballers. You look at Julian Alvarez when he moved from Argentina, from River Plate to Manchester City. Obviously Gabriel Jesus as well. There's been many players that have moved to the Premier League from the South American market. So yeah, as I said, if he's good enough, and you look at the lad that's Rayan, that's gone to Bournemouth. he's got £100 million buyout clause. Might that be had as well, chat? 100 million, Rayan. But obviously he made that instant impact, getting an assist on his debut for Fulham. But it looks like an interesting player. Very interesting player indeed. That has got a lot of quality as well. But certainly Liverpool have got a lot of quality in our Liverpool side as well. Yeah, hopefully he has a quiet game, mate. Hopefully he has a quiet game today. But chat, if you have to pick, I know I was a bit greedy before. I said I'd like Wharton and Anderson. That's being very greedy. But if we want to be winning trophies, I do think those two lads are two of the best midfielders in the Premier League and in European competition as well. But yeah, that's me being greedy. Might need a couple more. Got a little bit of more investment anyway. But depends if we are to sell Elliott, if we are to sell Curtis Jones as well next summer. Then certainly you'd need to replace the English quota with English players as well. So interesting times anyway, mate. But big up there to Oisin. How are we, bud? Scotland could be huge again for footy with the right kind of push. Might even get some homegrown players on the sides, regular players in our sides. Yeah, it's the thing. It's mad though. You know, there's always going to be quality, mate. As I mentioned before. Obviously, the generation of you grew up watching football in the 50s, 60s, 70s as well. And we know the great history. Obviously, King Kenny. Obviously, so many great, even Andy Dobbo in the current crop of players as well. Yeah, there's always been a great affiliation with Liverpool. Obviously, with whether that be Irish players, Welsh players, Scottish players, and even Scousers as well. But yeah, it will eventually come good, you know. It's all about the investment, mate. This is why, like, you look, and when you're analysing me as a neutral, when you're analysing a lot of the Premier Leagues, and not Premier League sides, the people that are running like these big leagues, like La Liga, Bundesliga model's fantastic as a fan point of view. That's never going to change, and nor should it anyway. But like, you look at RB Leipzig when they've got investment. Wolfsburg, a lot of fans in the Bundesliga were going mad when Wolfsburg got a lot of investment. I think they're owned by different companies as well. It's not quite fan owned, which is a very against the model in the Bundesliga. But yeah, if you want to continue, but that model works and it benefits the fans most importantly. As much as it frustrates like Wolfsburg's fans, RB Leipzig, Dortmund fans as well. That's going to be a big game, chat. If you haven't put that in your diary, put it in next week. Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund. If Dortmund can win, they can go 6 points behind Man United. Bayern Munich anyway. Dortmund, they've done really well. Yeah, the coach, completely forgot his name anyway, we can see his face. But yeah, their new coach that they brought in anyway, he's done really well. And yeah, if they can win that, so that's a big game, even though Dortmund did get beat this weekend against RB Leipzig. Our possible winger played quite well, got an assist, didn't he? Again, apologies, chat, the lad that we've been linked with anyway, the tricky winger. Yeah, he's completely on army head. That's a great start in the chat. But yeah, the lad that we've been linked with anyway. Yeah, he done well. Jones should be playing right back. I know. Do you reckon Tilsheen? Do you think it might be a possibility of just rotation? Chat, obviously, we've got Mamardashvili, you got Robbo, you got Ramsey, you got Gomez, Jones, Tilsheen. I think it might be a case though, but I think it will be. As we know, and that's been one of my frustrating things, and we've seen many managers complain about, obviously listening to the sports scientists as well. Who was it? I've seen an interview this week. I think it was a former player. It was on the Overlap this week where he was speaking about players possibly going to certain teams as well. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a weird one, chat indeed. But yeah, just managers being told by the sports science lads, yeah, you can't play this player because he's like in the red zone or he's in the yellow zone or whatever. And just, yeah, it's a bit of a madness really, but that's the way football has gone. Obviously sports science is so integral, massive part of modern day football as well. And I think for me, Tilsheen, I think it might be a case of playing Dom down that right hand side, but maybe having that, if we do need Curtis in that midfield in the second half, then possibly changing him anyway, mate. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of games on the horizon, mate. We've seen, as I mentioned with Gags, it was a couple of weeks ago anyway, the fixtures for Liverpool, the back end of the season, they're crazy, aren't they, in all honesty. But in terms of, obviously, the next couple of weeks, we got Forest away, then obviously we got the game against West Ham on the 28th of February in the Premier League, and then we got the 2 back-to-back Wolves games. Obviously, the first one on the 3rd of March. Well, in the space of 6 days, we would have played Wolves twice, both away as well. The first game for Wolves is going to be on the 3rd of March. That'll be in the Premier League as well, and that's never going to be an easy game, as we've seen already. Liverpool, when we played up against teams at the bottom and end of the table, they'll be fighting with absolutely everything they've got as well. So after those Wolves games, then you got Tottenham at home, Liverpool playing Tottenham at home, and you're away to Brighton, always going to be a tricky game. And then the last 5 games, Liverpool at home against Palace. Then we go to Old Trafford on the 2nd of May. That's going to be a huge game, that chat, isn't it, in terms of European competition. And then obviously we play Chelsea at home and Villa away. And then the final game of the season, Brentford at home, chat. So the next couple of weeks, well, every single point's going to be so vital. But looking at those fixtures, hopefully, ideally, Liverpool are 6-7 points ahead of maybe possibly Chelsea or even Manchester United as well. So huge. Just get the points on the board before we even get to that stretch of fixtures as well. So yeah, that's going to be, for the neutrals, it's going to be exciting. But as Liverpool fans, hopefully it's a lot more easier come at the end of the season. But yeah, it's our own fault for leaving ourselves in this position in that respect. So he's saying 3 points. Yeah, nice one there, La. Much appreciated. As I said, if you are new to Anfield Index Reds, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Plenty of shows on the horizon. Plenty of media matters tomorrow. We've got absolutely everything going. Obviously, the Red Room on Tuesday as well. More be on the spot this week as well. So there's going to be plenty of shows on the horizon. And yeah, football's coming thick and fast as well. So, 1 second, chat. So, in terms of today's fixtures, so we mentioned the Liverpool Forest game kicking off. Bit of a weird time, really, isn't it, chat? Obviously, the Wolves Palace game, that is kicking off at 2 o'clock. So there's 3 games kicking off today. Our game, the Palace versus Wolves one, and Sunderland versus Fulham. Sunderland's at home as well. So Sunderland's still in a chase for a European spot, whether that be Europa League, Conference. I tell you, if they can somehow, I wouldn't say somehow, but if they can get a European spot, any form of European football next season, then it'd be absolutely amazing, really. Be a huge credit to them as a football club as well. But just looking at you look at the managers that they've had as well, though, chat. Obviously, Nuno Espirito Santo taking over in the year 2023-24 as well, chat. And just before that, they had obviously Steve Cooper, who had an awful time at Forest, really. I think averaged 0.8 points yesterday as well. So, not yesterday, when he was in charge of Forest. And then Nuno took over for 3 seasons. Nuno's first season, he averaged 1.0 points, a percentage of 29 win percentage in that one. Then the second season, he had a much more improved performance. That was when, as we mentioned, with the chasing for European football in the 24-25 season, Nuno averaged 1.7, which is mad when you analyse and you compare that to other teams in European competition. On some seasons, that would have been good enough to get at least a European Champions League spot. It wasn't the case that year, sadly, for them. So that Nuno was averaging a 50 points difference in that one. And then the year in which, obviously the following season, this season as well, chat, you just look at it. Nuno got sacked, which is mad when you think about it. Nuno was on a 1.3 points. Oh, you're having a laugh. I think Wirtz is injured. Oh, he's injured, chat. I'm going to need to rewind that. Oh, Vater's injured, man. You're having a laugh. Curtis, chat. Yeah, Jones is coming in. Now keep my headset on just so I make sure I don't miss anything, chat. But yeah, there's a late change to the starting 11 there, chat. Apologies. I need to check. I don't think Vate's going to be on the bench either. But chat, yeah, sorry here, Reds. But yeah, Jones is in the starting 11. Quickly change that now. Yeah, so chat, yeah, we got our wish in terms of Jones starting, but yeah, so it looks like it will be Jones. I have to change that, chat. I'll just in a little second as well. Probably you'd anticipate Jones to go right back, and Szoboszlai, apologies, chat, on the graphic. I've got it there. Jones is playing a bit more high up the pitch there, but yeah, chat, annoyingly. But as we said already this season, if he has, it looked like on the pictures from what I was watching, it was a bit of a precautionary injury, which is understandable because we got Champions League football in a couple of weeks as well, last 16, so we don't want to be taking risks. But today was going to be a huge game, wasn't it, Reds, that we needed to win. So fingers crossed we can do the business without Flo today. Yeah, Rico, it's just a bit of a precaution though, mate, isn't it? Yeah, he was just hobbling, mate, from the pictures I was watching anyway. Had a little word with the medical staff as well. So for Forest, Ortega in goal, former City goalkeeper. And we see the back line, Oliena, Milinkovic, Murillo and Neco Williams for Forest, the back four. And the two number 6s, Elliot Anderson and Ibrahim Sangari. And then the forward three behind Igor is Hutchinson, Morgan Gibbs-White and Callum Hudson-Odoi as well. And then Igor Jesus leading the line for Forest this afternoon. Yeah, it's annoying though, chat. But yeah, they've got a couple of interesting players on the bench. But yeah, that's their starting 11, Forest. But for Liverpool, chat, it is obviously Alisson Becker in goal. Curtis Jones, who was just come in for an injured Florian Wirtz anyway. Alisson in goal. Probably expecting Jones to play right back now. Kanate, Virgil van Dijk. Milos Kerkez playing left back. Yeah, it is Jones playing right back. And then obviously the number 266 pivot of Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. And then the forward line for Liverpool is of course Salah, Dominic Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo and Hugo Ekitike leading the line for Liverpool Reds. So a bit annoying. Apologies there, chat, before we seen that injury. But yeah, the amount of managers Forest have had already this season. Nuno, Ange Postecoglou, who literally had a 0.2 points per game. He had a 0% win. That's mad. Yeah. Didn't even win a game. And then Sean Dyche. Yeah. And then now you've got the lads from Wolves anyway, haven't they? So they've been a bit of a madness really this season. Oh, Victor Pereira did help Wolves survive in the Premier League last season when he went into the beginning of this year. Very underperforming. But obviously, the Forest owner, well, I think Pereira was the manager of Olympiacos. When the Forest owner, Marinakis, a Greek owner, very familiar with the manager. But Reds, we are very fastly approaching kickoff. We are 30 seconds away from kickoff, Reds, and let's hope Liverpool can get all 3 points here today. So it'll be a huge result if we can pull this off today, Reds. And especially two difficult away grounds, the Stadium of Light and then the City ground as well. But Liverpool need to be on it from minute one today, Reds, if we want to come away with absolutely anything. And we are underway here, Reds. Liverpool from shooting from right to left. But if you are new to Anfield Index, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Well done, Macca. Try and get that first goal in the first opening 10-15 minutes. Settles the nerves, quietens the crowd, and gets out of the way end absolutely bouncing. Big up there, Ozan. Yeah, it's just annoying, mate, innit? Hopefully it's nothing too major, but it did look like a bit of a precautionary injury. So chat, if you are tuning in a bit late today, Florian Wirtz was taken out at the starting 11 due to an injury. Probably will find chats, if I find out any more and that, I'll let you know. I'll have a little look on social media. But big up there, Reds. Trev, how are we, bud? Hello, Trev. How are we, lad? Hope you well, chat. And haven't already got your score predictions in. Get your score predictions in the comment section below, Reds. Yeah, he did walk off Flo anyway, so it looks like a bit of a precautionary hamstring or muscle tightness or whatever. So don't worry, it wasn't like a bad challenge or whatnot. Seemed like a muscular injury. Forest at the minute. Opening minute of the game so far, Reds. Liverpool started the game quite aggressively, but Ortega's got it now. A long searching ball for Dominic Szoboszlai all the way to Alisson Becker. It's a fantastic header by Dom, really. But as you know, with Forest, as we found out against them at the beginning of the year, and obviously Forest given the blueprint really for a lot of sides in the Premier League, the blueprint to beat this Liverpool side. You're one of the very first sides this season to go very long against Liverpool. Well done, Milos, playing out from the back there. Oh, come on, Curtis. Sloppy ball. Callum Hudson-Odoi inside the penalty area. Big save by Ali. Huge save by Alisson Becker, but Ali, rightly so, just screaming at his team there. But it's so poor by Jones, losing that ball on the halfway line. But yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi getting ahead of Dominic Szoboszlai there, but in the first opening minute, Alisson Becker coming very quickly off his line to deny the Forest winger. But Liverpool, as we said, we need to play through this pressure, Reds. Unlucky there. Play through the pressure here, chat. Something we got to learn till now the end of the season. All done there, Reds. Because if we can play through the pressure here, Reds, we'll get in against this Forest line on a couple of occasions tonight. Yes, very sloppy, but have the confidence, have the belief to get the second balls and get Liverpool higher up the pitch anyway. Yeah. Had more European Cups than some Premier League sides. Yeah, they were massive back in the day, weren't they? Brian Clough, what a manager. A big personality anyway. Put all the way back there. Well done, Ibu. Read that really well. Big up there, Storm. Good evening, lad. Storm, anyone to shoot in? No Florian Wirtz in the starting 11 chat. If you're wondering where he is out due to injury. Gakpo down the left-hand side here now. Milos Kerkez inside the penalty box. Great tackle there by Hutchinson there. Oh, he's done well there, Hutchinson, to evade the McAllister tackle. Forest down the left-hand side here now, running at Dominic Szoboszlai. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Anderson. Ball into the box. Communicate here, Eds. Come on. Talk. So me Forest's first corner here. Anderson being turned into the cheerleader for the Forest, for the City ground. Come on, lads, do your job. Anderson, ball in, cleared. Not the best crosses there from Anderson. Big up there, P. It looked like a muscular injury, mate. As I said, I'm no sports scientist, but it looked like it was a muscle concern, really, mate. Wasn't like a 50-50 challenge or whatnot. It looked like a precautionary substitution. So, as we said, Champions League games on the horizon, big games in the Premier League. So, yeah, if he has felt a bit of a tweak or a bit of a muscle tightness, then it's important that we don't take any risks, especially with Flo, because we need him, don't we? We need him today, but you've got to think long term this season. More games to come. It's the sensible one, but it's very frustrating, because I think obviously the preparation for Liverpool all week would have been the patterns of play, all would have been with Florian Wirtz, Morgan Gibbs-White, 25 yards from goal. Forest going down the left hand side here now. Callum Hudson-Odoi inside Liverpool's penalty area. He's found Sangare. Don't let him shoot. Ball to Oleana. It's come quite centrally here. The Forest full back. Can hit them from range here. Got to be very careful, Liverpool. That's it, Reds. Don't be panicking. Keep your shape. Keep your shape. Not the best of clearances from Liverpool, but don't foul them out. Well done, Salah. Coming back all the way there, just track back. Well done. So 7.5 minutes gone, chat, as we approach the 8-minute mark. The only big chance so far in this game was obviously Callum Hudson-Odoi with a very fine save from Alisson Becker in the opening 5 minutes of this game. It was a crucial save. Ali coming very quickly off his line. All the way back to the German goalkeeper. Oh, he's done that well there. Morgan Gibbs-White, just a little drop of his shoulder. That will be a foul by McAllister. Bit of a poor foul, really, to be given away there. It's exactly what Forest want to be doing. Fair play to referee. Didn't distribute a card. And it's our mate, the referee, chat. Our mate. Well, he's everyone's mate in the Premier League, isn't he? So hopefully he has a quiet game today and we're not talking about referees. Quick one by Forest down this right hand side. Quick free kick. Hutchinson ball into the box. Cleared by Van Dijk. Second ball lost again. Murillo. Take your time there, Grav. Oh, get up. Never a penalty. Anthony Taylor, referee chat, if you're wondering who the ref is. But yeah, never a foul there by Gravenberch. Just a bit of a 50-50 there. Yeah, if we're giving penalties away from that, then the game's well and truly gone. Ball out to the right hand side. He kept that in, Dom, has he? Oh, not the greatest of touches here. Wide, thankfully. As we were saying with Anderson there, chat, he's just so good at absolutely nearly everything that he does. Breaking Liverpool's line there, having a shot from the edge of the box. The Forest number 8. Just tried to side foot that into Alisson Becker's bottom right corner. And thankfully for us, it was about 2-3 yards wide. of the right post. Liverpool just need to actually keep hold of the ball here and string some passes together. It's got to be a foul by Sangare on Hugo Ekitike. Please don't be injured, Hugo. It's the last thing we need. Vietan, Ekitike going down in the space of 20 minutes. Got kicked to the shin, and it doesn't surprise me, chat. The shin pads these modern day footballers wear, it's ridiculous. Some of them don't even wear shin pads, which is mad. But a big opportunity for Curtis today. Needs to be on it. Milos. Can he keep that in? Virgil. Oh, Cody, lad, what are you doing? It's a poor ball that out by Cody Gakpo. It was a poor ball initially by Kirkes. Forced Virgil van Dijk to keep that in. Then he passed it to Gakpo. Just an absolute mess. Like the first 20 seconds of that move then. Reds. Ball over the top here. Curtis Jones. That's got to be a foul. Well done. Well done, Cody. That's better. Drawing in a foul. But an opportunity for Dominic Szoboszlai from range here to have a strike on goal. 25 yards from goal. Left hand side the penalty area as well. So Dom wants to kind of whip it in. You can certainly do so. Yeah, first time it's not actually rained in England. Well, I think it rained this morning, chat. There was that statistic that it literally rained in England for every single day of the year. Fantastic, innit? We'll made up when we get a bit of sunshine. Yeah. Don't worry, mate. He'll have a good game today. But Szoboszlai, about 25 yards from goal. Left-hand side, the Forest penalty. Yeah, I tell you what, there's so much room. Well, I'll say this, it's not as easy as, but there's a lot of room on Ortega's right-hand post. I'm surprised he's not a bit more further over, a bit more central. Salah taking it. Oh, Ekitike. Oh, Hugo, lads, over the bar. But I think even the Forest players were all taken by surprise there, Eds. We all expected, there was about 3 Liverpool players, and if that was in the back of the net, chat, I think it was Van Dijk, Kanate, and Cody were all in an offside position. It's quite poor, really. But as we approach the quarter of the hour mark, Reds, so take all the sunshine we get, anyway, especially in England. Or in the UK, anyway. Go on, Cody. Well won. Have a shot, Cody. Straight at Milinkovic. That's it, come on. Come on, Hugo, that's too easy, man. Oh, that's never a foul. Jones didn't even touch him there, but just on that occasion there, Reds, need to see a bit more from Hugo Ekitike. A bit sloppy there in the press. A bit too lackadaisical, really. Trying to put an outstretched leg, but we need more from that Hugo, lads. Everyone's going to be needed today in terms of who we are to come away from the City ground with all 3 points. We haven't already done so. Make sure you drop a like, drop a share, drop a follow as well. Massively helps out the channel. Ollie Ain't down the right hand side here now. He's coming to a bit more of a central position here. And Liverpool won that ball back. That's going to be a yellow card, referee. I'll tell you what, the referee's letting a lot go for both sides here. It'll be interesting to see what the eventual first yellow card of the game will be. But on that occasion, fair play to the referees, keeping his cards in his pocket, which is fair enough. If you're going to do it for both teams, then sound. But tell you, Callum Hudson-Odoi had to make that foul because there was a possible breakaway for Liverpool. On that right hand side. Ibu Kanate. Take your time. Lovely kick out there by Ali. Excellent distribution. And the Brazilian. Gakpo. Liverpool just need to have a little passage to play where we actually string about a couple of passes together and just find each other. It's poor by Hugo again. Too sloppy. Far too easy. Being dispossessed. Hutchinson off the right hand side. He can strike them from range. Don't let him shoot. Van Dijk ball in. Clear by Kanate. Come on, Hugo, lad. Need more from you, please, lads. More. Ball in. Cleared. Murillo. Block shot. Igor Jesus has a head injury. Whoa! There's a head injury there. But McAllister saying it was a foul. McAllister saying I think Forest have got a free kick as well on the edge of the penalty area. Anderson and Van Dijk down here. Hopefully both players are okay. Yeah. 50. Yeah. Well, speaking of James Milner, fair play to Jimmy. Jimmy breaking the record, didn't he, yesterday? Obviously, we know he's played 12,000 less minutes than Gareth Barry, but even still, it's a very good outing for James Milner, making that amount of appearances. Pure love for the game. Yeah, both Anderson and Virgil van Dijk. Virgil, have a little word with Anderson for next summer, please, lad. On the touchline. Seem okay, but the big concern for Liverpool now is the free kick. Liverpool have got to defend here now on the edge of the box. It's a full-on meeting on the edge of the box. You got Hutchinson, you got Mo Gibbs-White, you got Neco Williams, and then you got Murillo, who can strike them from range. Big up there, Stoke. Get to your comments in a little second, mate. So, Forest with the free kick here. Chat. Hope you well with this, though. So, Liverpool defending a free kick on the edge of the box. 20 yards from goal. Well done, the wall done its job. Murillo did have the strike. Ball back into the mixer. Liverpool needs to be a bit more. Don't be giving the ball away there. Callum Hudson-Odoi inside the penalty area. Take your time, Liverpool, man. We'll take the foul, but it's so frustrating today, Reds. And it's quite evident, really, that Liverpool have been massively disrupted by the injury to Wirtz. But, there's no really flow, and it's unfair play. Morgan Gibbs-White, get out of the way, mate. Liverpool wanting to take the quick free kick. So the first yellow card has gone in the direction of Morgan Gibbs-White. Yeah, fair play. Get your yards, mate. Good call by the referee. But yeah, Chatter was saying the bit of the air doesn't quite look like it's working at the top end of the pitch. And judging from the body language from Virgil there, he just turned to the lads up front anyway, just looking to them going, he literally went like that. Because he's not quite happy with the lads at the top end of the pitch, with their movement. But yeah, you can see already, of course, Florian Wirtz. Liverpool's been so instrumental in terms of the way Liverpool have attacked through him in that attacking midfield role. Well, 20 minutes on the clock here. And Forrest has got the ball down the left. through Williams. Anderson to Salah. Don't be losing the ball here, Mo. Curtis, get your heads up. No. Being dispossessed. No foul on Curtis. Liverpool got to get back into shape. Well read by Gravenberch. A good block by Mackett. Well done, Ibu. Just struggling to keep hold of any passage to play here at the minute, Eds. It's a very tricky start of the game so far for Liverpool. Just need to be a lot more streetwise on the edge of our own penalty box. Yeah. Not clicking at the minute, mate, are they? Forward 3. They are struggling. They are certainly struggling at the minute. Yeah, the action areas. 42% has been in Liverpool's half. 60% in the middle as well. And the rest in the Forest half. Hutchinson inside the penalty box. Shot on target for Forest. Ali just needs to keep hold of the ball. Yeah, just needs to keep hold of the ball for a couple of minutes. But yeah, not clicking. As we said, the battle in the midfield so integral that Liverpool get the better of that. We are wanting to come away from today's game. It's like at the minute, it's like Forest got that extra man in midfield. It's like Liverpool down to 10 men. We've got 11 on the pitch. Oh, it's won by Anderson. Big header. Don't mix the balls out of position. Ibu, get back, lad. Don't be. Curtis, close down. Ibu's dropping back into our centre back position. It's going to be a throw into Liverpool. To Forest, sorry. Virgil just saying to Milos, just get back into your shape there. But good clearance by Virgil. There we go. First opportunity for Forest to lob a ball in. Ollie it. Ball in. Virgil's won the first transition. Liverpool have lost the second transition, and thankfully it's gone over the bar. Yeah. Poor mate. As I said, anyone's watched Forest. It's one of the most, even though they are down there at the bottom of the season, chat. But especially when you look at them last season, the amount of work they do in the middle of the pitch. Especially you look at Elliot Anderson, the work rate that lad possesses. Oh, it's so poor again. Gravenberch's out of position here now. Forest down the left hand side. Ibu's got Anderson running off the back of him. Hutchinson ball into the box, cleared by McAllister. Come on, Lionel, get your flag up quicker there, lad. Yeah, well, as we've just gone through halfway through the first opening 45 minutes, Reds. What's your analysis on the game so far? As a lot of you have already mentioned, as Trevor alluded to, and as OP said there, front three not clicking at the minute. And Ali just asking for a bit more, really, and that's unlucky there, Ali. Certainly going through a spell, but Reds need to keep our heads up here. We've gone through many big moments like this season. Just got to keep our heads up, finding a way. Hugo's just getting bypassed on every opportunity here, Reds. Oh, it's never a foul. He's got the ball there. It's a foul by Ibu, but never a foul, that man. He's got a toe on that. Well, yeah, chat, that's where I am saying in terms of the ball's getting put to the top end of the pitch for Liverpool. And Ekatike, whether that's the defensive side of the game, but even defensively stopping that press from the front. Hugo's getting bypassed on every single opportunity. This Murillo and Milinkovic, they're stepping across Ekitike on every opportunity, and it's creating that overload. If you watch it next time, the Forest centre-halves have got a chat. When they get past Hugo Ekitike, then they're in behind Liverpool's midfield on every single occasion. That's where they're getting the extra man from. Yeah. Quick free kick here for Forest. Clear by Gravenberch. But now, ball all the way to Ote. You get push up the pitch now, Reds. Push up the pitch. Force them to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. That's it. Push up the pitch. Like this. Foot on the ball. Lovely. That's better. Oh, just... the final ball there, man. We had the Forest defenders scampering there. Long ball. Win that first ball, Reds. Come on, Dom. Win that. Nice. Second ball. Lost it. Ibu. It's going to be a foul on Igor Jesus. But yeah, Gakpo and Ekitike, from a defensive point of view, Reds, just have a little look at when Forest get through. Just not providing Liverpool a bit more of a better protection in terms of from a defensive point of view. There we go. Gravenberch seems to have picked it up now. There we go. Grav's picked it up. That extra man. And it's good defending by Grav, but he needs a bit more help from Curtis as well. McAllister and Gravenberch very aggressive, but Curtis just chasing shadows at the minute. Not really getting too close. Well done, Virgil. Take your time, Reds. Bit more composure. It's better. Salah needs a bit more support here. Right, switch it to the left-hand side now. That's where the space is quicker. Just a bit slow here today, Reds. Just need to start moving that ball quicker. Sheffield Derby. Sheffield United 2. Sheffield Wednesday 1. Oh, bloody hell. That's some derby, that chat. Sheffield Wednesday relegated to League One. Hugo, that's it. Drive with the ball. Oh, Hugo, lads. Oh, he done well in the first phase of that attack, and then just to find the most important. Ibu, back to Ali. Ibu, get up, lads. Come on. To throw into Forest. But please, we don't need Alisson stretching for balls like that on the touchline there. That's Ibu forcing Ali Becker, considering his injuries he's had this season. Last thing we need. Yeah, chat about some derby. Imagine relegating Everton, chat. Imagine if we had a game in a Merseyside derby that relegated Everton. That would be football heritage on Merseyside. But yeah. So Sheffield United relegated Sheffield Wednesday. So they've gone back down to League One. Forest diagonal switch here. Yeah, at the minute, mate, just very frustrating, innit? Like, we've got, as we approach the half an hour mark here, Eds, 0 shots on target, 2 shots to Liverpool, 7 shots for Forest, 2 shots on target. Touches in the opposition box, Reds. Well, it's been poor for both sides, but Liverpool have only had 1 touch one touch in the opposition's penalty area in the first half an hour. That's what I was saying about Hugo and the lads up front. It's not the greatest. Certainly not the greatest. Igor Jesus. I was going to say, it's a head injury. Virgil's down with a head injury. Protocol. Forest fans can be fuming all they want. What? Why is the fourth official having a word with Arnie about his players? It's protocol for any player on a football pitch. Absolute joke, mate. It's hit the back of Virgil van Dijk's head. Anyone that's ever played football, that is the worst part of the head. Like, that is like, yeah, it's obviously the skull. Like, that's, but yeah, chat, and it was understandable. Any footballer that gets whacked in the head, obviously the front of your skull's got a lot more protection as well. But yeah, like that fourth official, man, having a whinge at Arne Slot. Or something was going on anyway, but we'd all be saying kick the ball out straight away for a head injury for the for any opposition player as well. He's up now, Virgil. Thankfully. But you can never be too sure with them. The Storm saying there, outplayed now, coached, certainly, mate. Yeah, as Mr. said there. Good to see everyone in the comments chat. If you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the sorry there, chat. I've just seen Arne Slot getting spoke to by the referee. Not surprised. Arne's probably had an absolute right go at them. Yeah, 100%. Squad depth next season's going to be so crucial. Well, we spoke about this. The summer window, that was a big window, wasn't it? But I think Liverpool will be very busy in the next, as we all know. Hopefully we are busy next season and we continue to bring in the quality. But yeah. Because ideally next season, when we do have injuries, hopefully we're able to flesh out the squad a bit more. So I agree with you there, Storm. Yeah. And Mr. Saying not wrong there. But yeah, chat, one touch, that's the staff for you. They can speak to your mates or anyone, and you're speaking in your group chats now. One touch in 30 minutes for Liverpool in the first opening half an hour. That's really poor. Really poor, man. Is he going to keep that in? So 12 minutes left in the first opening 45. Pereira will be happy. Of course he will be when he comes up against Liverpool. But the link-up play between Liverpool's top ends of the pitch has been really poor, chat. It's been non-existent. Absolutely. Yeah, Sunderland 0-0 against Fulham. R1's 0-0 tonight, this afternoon. And Palace Wolves. Ay. Quick, come on, lads. Need more from Hugo, though, chat. Need more. But as you said there, chat, Liverpool need to just be a bit more higher pushed up. Because, as we've seen already, he's probably already picked up on countless occasions. Just bypassing Liverpool. Gakpo. Ball into the box. Away by Neko. Push up higher up the pitch here, Ed. Yes, we might get caught in behind. But that's how you win the ball up higher up the pitch. Love Kirkes, man. I think we all do. Love him. What a player, man. Yeah, you give away the foul there anyway, but you want to be seeing the hunger. Yeah, Salah. Look at that touch map from Mo. He's only had 5 touches in 35 minutes in his own half. No touches in the penalty box as well, of course. As we said, only 1 touch. But yeah, But he's doing the defensive side of his game well, Mo. But therein lies your issues, really, Reds. Go on. Swivel on it. Dom, have a shot, lads. He's found Salah inside the box. Ball in. Oh, that's a poor ball by Mo. That should be 1-0. That's so poor, man. That should have been 1-0. Sloppy by Forest. Szoboszlai on the edge of the box. Finds Mo. Oh, that's a sim. Too much elevation on that cross from Salah. But yeah, that is poor by Salah there, chat. A player of his quality as well, though, should be putting that in. Trev Caelan. He's not doing the Winter Olympics, Trev. I say. It's not this man. Plus, yeah, brutal. What's this? What's this with respect to what, lad? Yeah. Mister's not happy today. Don't blame you. Watch 37 minutes of this. I'm watching Liverpool. We'll get them, mate. Don't be worrying. We'll get them today, lads. As we said at the top of the show, as soon as you take Vert out of this start 11, of course, there's going to be a massive drop-off in quality. But that, as you've already alluded to, chat, and as we said at the beginning of the show, there's not many 100 million bench players that you can come in and replace that quality. But as we said, the centre back positions, midfield positions for next season, that's where you've got a Igor Jesus is in here. Great tackle by Virgil. Liverpool going up your end of the pitch now. It's that final ball. Massively missing it today. Get your heads up, Curtis. Oh, Macca, lads. Come on. Come on, Reds. Deal with it. Oh, he's left it bounce, Ibu. What are you doing? Canate. Oh, we've got away with that. We have got away with that. If you're a Forest fan in that stadium, you're fuming. He's got away with that, Ibu Canate, because Igor Jesus, he's bearing down on goal. He's deemed to have fouled Ibu Canate. You learn as a youngster, even when you're growing up playing football, never let the ball bounce as a centre-half or a defender. Never let the ball bounce. Ibu let that ball bounce. And then, yeah, that's not a foul for me, chat, in all honesty. Got away with that one. Igor Jesus was bearing down on goal. Inside the penalty box, he only had to have Alisson Becker in front of him. But thankfully, Liverpool come on, Taylor, lad. Yeah. You're always going to miss the quality of it. Hutchinson down the right hand side. Ball in. Bit of a weird save. 5 minutes left to go in the first opening 45 minutes here, Reds. But yeah, that was creeping into the far top right corner there if it wasn't for Ali. Fingertip save. Sorry, chat. Do you think that was a foul on Canate? I didn't think it was. But ball in. Go on, second transition, win the ball. Just so lazy today, Dads. It's one of them, innit? Second, third transition. Anderson. Ball out. Hutchinson. Stay with him, Kirkes. Anderson. Ball into the box. Jesus. Nice. I'd say play quick, but Ali, just keep hold the ball, lads. Keep hold the ball. Playing a bit everywhere, so mate. He's pushed up a bit more now, mate. Obviously, Jones. Sorry, there, chat. Didn't change that. Didn't change the. Gibbs White. Don't foul him, Curtis. Oh, what are you doing, Jones? Great interception by Dom. The danger's still not away. But nearly a crazy bit of heads gone moment for Jones, dribbling it across his own box. It's going to be another corner here for Forest. But Liverpool architects are our own downfall nearly again today. Yeah, no, it isn't good enough, mate. Certainly isn't good enough, mate. 100%, bud. Yeah, he's in midfield now, lad. Yeah. But it's just that link-up play. And just that, the most crucial element to any football game, especially watching Liverpool. It's just that second and third final ball into the top end of Forest's defence. Ball in. He's trying to score from a corner. Anderson. Tell you what that had. Well, don't mention Liverpool possible signings and Liverpool corners. Or was it Fergie got an extra 15 million out of Blackpool for their out of Liverpool. Then he comes to Liverpool and he couldn't even beat the first man. Madness. But just you have Gags and Lola after the full-time whistle today. Obviously on the Gag standing show, breaking down the big moments of the day. Let's hope you both have a couple of goals to speak about for Liverpool, but tell you what, we're going to have to have another big, well, a huge improvement on the first opening 45 minutes, but might as well be playing with like 10 men or even 9 men of the lads up front. Haven't even impacted the game. As you've already alluded to, chat, bang on the money. Sorry there, chat. Not Forest. Wolves have missed a pen. That's an awful pen, by the way. Well, yeah, still no. Still no Nelly yet. But yeah, we need this. Chat, would you make any changes in the second half? Top end of the pitch. I haven't got many big players to come on, have we? Forest, take your time here now, Reds. Jones, what are you doing? Oh, you're having a laugh. They've won the ball here, Forest, on the edge of the box. Back heel to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Anderson over the bar, but come on, Curtis. What is he doing? What are you doing? Me, you, anyone watching, we would not be doing on the edge of Liverpool's box. It's just heads going. It's lack of football intelligence, man. Sense the danger. Jones had a player to his right, player to his left, player behind him, and a player in front of him. And he's got one Forest player in front of him. What does he do? Run straight into the Forest player. Just come on, man. Just sums up Liverpool's game so far. Just awful decision making so far in the first opening 45. Just... It's a miracle that we're not 1-0 down here, chat. Says a lot where Forest are this season. That they haven't... A better opposition would have capitalised on some of the... a lot of the poor build-up play from Liverpool. Doesn't matter if you're playing Forest, City or whoever, you can't be doing that on the edge of your box. Come on, let's get a goal before half-time. That would just be absolutely hilarious. When we've been absolutely diabolical. Salah. Hugo, get in the box, please, lad. Oh, none of this. Lads, get the ball out wide and whip a ball in. Stop trying to do a prime Arsenal, trying to walk it into the back of the net. That's a foul on Salah. Jones, whip a ball in, please, lads. Or someone. Oh, here we go. Another 50, 20 passes that are going nowhere. Just whip a ball in. Well read by Murillo. So 3 minutes added on there, chat. Yeah, I haven't been good enough so far today, mate. Oh, they're even getting in the way of each other now. Lads, what are we doing? Come on. Salah. Someone shoot, please. Shoot. Are we petrified to shoot from the edge of our own box? Counter-attack here. Minute left to go. Don't switch off here now, Liverpool. It's poor by Forest even. No, we've been bad, but wow. Hutchinson. Out. We're sitting on the edge of our own box. Over the bar, thankfully. Right, that should be half-time here, Eds, but... huge, massive improvement. Very much needed. But just, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's the Neymar transfer that's absolutely decimated European football, mate. As soon as that deal went over the line all those years ago, football's gone. Yeah, you speak about Anderson, Wharton, maybe go back 20 years, they're probably worth 15, 20 million. You look at even when we signed Henderson for 20 million. But a lot of boos. A lot of boos by the sounds of it for the Forest team anyway. Even the Forest fans weren't best too pleased with what they've seen. But yeah, not the greatest at all from either side. I think the only saving grace for Liverpool today was that, in the first opening 45, is that Forest didn't capitalise. And if it wasn't for Ali Becker today, chat, we'd be certainly 1 or 2-0 down anyway. But yeah, Reds, let us know your analysis on that opening 45 minutes. So poor. Defensively and going forward as well. But as I mentioned, like, just these are top footballers. Like, they should be able to read the game. Like, there's confidence, then there's just football and stupidity on the edge of your own penalty area, and being honest, as I mentioned with Jones, but we could pick out a couple, like 30 opportunities where, when you're analysing a game, like 30, 40 opportunities where Liverpool have got the ball on the edge of our own box and we're picking the wrong pass. We're picking the wrong pass, and then we're just rushing, and then we're panicking, and then we're losing the ball 25 yards from goal, and then just inviting pressure. But when you're analysing the top end of the pitch, Reds, would you personally change something? Well, I'll have a little look at the bench as well for Liverpool, but yeah, just a bit of a not just a mess for Liverpool, but an awful performance for both teams. There's only been one big chance for both sides, really, Reds. Obviously, one big chance for Forest, 0 big chances for Liverpool. Not that we're surprised. Yeah, in the space of 48 minutes in that game, Liverpool have had 2 total shots And yeah, I think that statistic probably went until the half time. Liverpool, as we were 30 minutes into the game, Liverpool had only had one sole touch in the opposition penalty area in half an hour of football. I'm pretty sure that's very much similar. As we go on into the, it's just ridiculous. So, the most important statistic for both sides, of course, the scoreline 0-0 chat. But let's have a little look in terms of the overall statistics as the half-time comes to a close. Forest, 59% to Liverpool's 41% possession to date. Expected XG 0.92. So, as we said with the Alisson Becker opportunity, the Alisson Becker big crucial save in the opening 45 minutes. That was obviously from Callum Hudson-Odoi. The XG on that was 0.54. So that's a big save for Ali in the opening 3 minutes of that game as well. And then you had the Damari Hutchinson one. It was classed as a shot on target anyway, but Ali had to tip it round. That was 0.03. But yeah, both sides, 2 shots for Liverpool. 14 minutes took us to have a fair shot on goal. Fair shot in general, sorry, no shot on target. But yeah, looking at the shot map, and obviously Gags and Lola will certainly analyse, and the lads on the post-match Raw tonight as well. Yeah, just crazy, man. Two shots, but just goes to indicate just Liverpool's lack of real poor build-up play. And that's not good enough, because you got Jones, you got Szoboszlai, you got Gravenberch, players that should be able to progress with the ball, even from the halfway line, should be able to progress and play through the lines. But yeah, in terms of both teams, from an overall footballing perspective, 2 shots on target from both sides, and those 2 shots on target have come from Forest even. But yeah, a huge save. If Liverpool are coming away from this game with any form of points, then we've certainly got to be thankful that Ali stepping up very much when needed anyway. But yeah, Liverpool's passing accuracy, Forest 87 to Liverpool's 85. So yeah, Forest have done more with the ball in terms of keeping hold of possession. But just Liverpool, any stringing of possible anything really is just not certainly been there anyway. So I'm trying to have a little look. Chas touches inside the opposition penalty area. So we've had 1 touch in Forest's box. 1 touch compared, even Forest, not the greatest, but even Forest have had touches in. Chas. Am I looking at the wrong one? I probably am, even though I've got my glasses on. Shots them out, shots them inside. Where's that statistic? Here, 1 second there, Chas. But yeah, can't find that. But shots inside the box, 1 Liverpool to Forest's 4. That's what I was looking at. Shots inside the box. So shots outside the box, even when you look at that, inside the penalty box and even outside the penalty box, Forest have had 8 shots. So they're at least trying. They've had 4 shots inside the box, and Liverpool, for that statistic as well, we've had 1 and 1. So 1 inside the box and 1 just not really good enough at all, really, Reds. I'm trying to have a little look in terms of, I don't know why that statistic usually comes up. I'll try and find that chat, because I want to find that out myself anyway, in respect to see if that, I'm guessing Liverpool have only had 1 shot, 1 touch in the opposition penalty box as well. But yeah, just haven't been able to get Salah or any of the forward line. As I said, chat, if you watch like we have, for me, we need more. And me personally, chat, I don't know how you feel. How would you go about trying to improve this in the second half? For me, just looking at that big save from Ali in the opening 3 minutes of that game. Huge save from Ali. But I feel sorry for Ali this season. I think we all do, chat. How many times this season, even when he has been beaten, we're all looking at each other going, how's Ali being beaten? We're just so accustomed to seeing Ali save a large percentage of chances. But even this season, he can't save absolutely everything, really. And when, it's just mad, in all honesty, chat. Stats. Bear 1 second. So, Yeah, sorry there, chat. I found it. Touches in the opposition penalty area. Well, it's not an improvement. But Liverpool in the first 45. 14 touches in the opposition penalty area for Forest. 3 for Liverpool. 3 touches in the opposition penalty area. That is an absolute joke, by the way, chat. That is ridiculous. Yeah. But really poor from Liverpool. Really, really poor. Chat, any substitutions that you would make? Storm's mentioned Gomez at right back. Altaya. So hopefully, mate. Hopefully both teams will show a bit more attacking intent. Yeah, and as he's saying there, not good enough. Sorry, not good enough as well. Yeah, 100% there, Trev. Yeah, he is in midfield, mate. Sorry there, chat. It took a while to change that graphic on the bottom. My apologies. But yeah, Dom is playing a bit more high up the pitch. But even with Dom at the top end of the pitch, Reds, we're not helping him out at all. For me personally, I think Liverpool need to be pushed up a bit more high up the pitch. But that's where it invites the pressure of the balls over the top, really. If that was the case, I think Forest would go a lot more longer. When you got Hutchinson, you got the pace of Hutchinson, pace of Igor Jesus, and obviously Callum Hudson-Odoi as well. It's got to be very wary of that. But yeah, panic up case. Probably will happen, mate. Yeah, you can put 20 quid on that anyway happening, sadly. Yeah, it is, Trev. It's really poor football, mate. And it goes to show as well, though, bud, and chat, when you're just so reliant. Like, how many times have we watched City over the last 10 years? As frustrating as it is, they're the team that everyone has to beat to win the league. Like, even when City do have changes or injuries as well, don't be wrong, we know City's squad depth is really good. But even when they plug and play certain other midfielders, you watch City and you're like, even if they take Bernardo Silva out, they'll put Shaky in. But whoever gets put into that City system, they're properly fully coached to like play every single aspect of that football. I watch even Curtis Jones here today as well. It's like he doesn't know how to play that attacking midfield, or even when Jones has gone forward today, or even Dominic Szoboszlai. It's like it feels like Dom when he's playing in that a bit more advanced midfield position. Just today, he's done really well, but even when you take away the free kicks from Dom, which he's been tremendous at that, I just need to be seeing a bit more from Liverpool in terms of games like today, where we're our own architects of our own downfall, on the edge of the penalty box, just a bit more better composure. Well, certainly not more better composure. And that ability to play through the press. What as Storm saying. Yeah, as Luke's saying, he's not happy. Saying wants Sloss and Mo out. I see much teams around us, but we're not a top 4 sides. And I think that will be the case this season, mate. It will be a case of Liverpool can succumb to a bit more of an improvement in terms of the form. Realistically, if teams above us, if 5 or 6 teams were a lot more playing better football, then Liverpool would be would certainly be in for no hope of European football this season if teams above us actually had their act together anyway. On another average, on a proper season, then Liverpool should be usually nowhere near top 5, but given the lack of quality that we've seen above us, obviously Villa have done well, City and Arsenal, but I think in terms of competing for a European spot as well. No, it isn't, Tilsheen. Who said that? No, it isn't, mate. Certainly. Probably better than me. Certainly a lot better than me, mate. Don't be worrying about that, lad. We'd all certainly do a better job in the team talk, all of us. We'd all get into these Liverpool players. I'll be having a word with Kate to be like, lads, what are you doing like 5 minutes before our time? What are you doing? If you're under pressure, just get the ball forward. Even if you lose the ball, I think we'd all rather you lose the ball 30, 40 yards up the pitch. If you're putting a ball up the pitch, then literally on the edge of the penalty area. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's Amman's United, yeah, and that was one bad side, wasn't it? Scott says, yes, well, performance, Grav, McAllister and Jones, totally, you have been totally off it, mate. But the only saving grace, Reds, today is it's still 0-0. Still 0-0. Hopefully it should be. And it should be going into them at half time and absolutely going berserk at them. If he's not, then we're going to lose this game of football anyway. Even Virgil van Dijk getting into some of these players at half time going, lads, what he is doing. Like, yeah, thought we were back. We've said that on many of occasions this season, mate, haven't we? Many of occasions. As Trev said. Yeah, not Trev. Yeah, I've been guilty of getting sucked into that this season, though, chat. It's no me. But, yeah, certainly. Oh, we've won a game of football. But, yeah. Yeah. Liverpool need to do better in the second half. Yeah, we do, Steve, certainly, 100%. So, what game's this? Who's playing in the bright green kit? Oh, Fulham. Tell you what, you wouldn't miss a Fulham fan on a night out, would you? Wearing that kit. Oh, that is an awful challenge by Adam Wharton. I've just seen, I'm guessing you've just seen that challenge from Wharton. You are watching in the UK. But that is an awful challenge by Wharton. Hasn't endangered the player, but it's awful penalty. What? Professional footballers taking is it 2-3? Who did he think they are? Prime Zico from the penalty spot or whatnot? Just chat. I don't know how you feel. What would you be your penalty run up if you played with your mates or whatever level of football? For me, if I'm ever taking about 5-6 runs up to the penalty spot and just absolutely levering it into the top corner anyway, or trying to put it into the top corner. Yeah. But yeah, nice game of football to watch anyway, chat, in terms of sun's out, but sadly not being at it really. Yeah, big up there, Mike. Yeah, they've been really good. Apart from the occasion, chat, quick thoughts analysis on that in terms of Canate. I can understand the Forest fans' frustration, which certainly for me, my point of view, we got away with one there really. Yeah, for me that wasn't a foul, too soft for me, boo, really. But yeah, one of them. Joe there chance where it was a free kick given in Liverpool's direction, thankfully, where Igor was literally inside the penalty box. Thankfully, it was deemed to have been a foul, but yeah. What a comment by Ian there. What a comment of the day, mate. Yeah. Yeah, just really awful 45 minutes, mate, wasn't it? Yeah. Dom should be 10, but it starts with impressing as well. Yeah. The two centre-backs and Ali as well, chats. Obviously, the big save from Ali, that was a high percentage XG chance anyway. The biggest moment for Forest in the opening 45 as well. Two Forest on the pitch. Big up there, Scott. It seems like we are man down. Yeah, it's one of them, mate, innit? But the way we're playing, we are. So let me get the clock starting. We are back underway here, Eds. But yeah, Scott, just that's how it felt like, didn't it, mate? Felt like we were a man down, but it was just Forest's ability and their ease of being able to beat Liverpool through the press. But let's see. Well, the first opening 20 seconds of the second half will be a big indicator to the way in which Arne Slot has set his team out. It's going to be a goal kick anyway. But again, we've 30 seconds in, chat, I know. But again, too deep here, Eds. It's more or less damage limitations, really, watching Liverpool the last couple of months, innit? You can understand, yes, Liverpool have been on many occasions already this season not at it. Well done, Ibu. Well done, Ibu. It's an excellent run by Ibu. Needs a bit more support. Well done. An excellent 30 yards run from Ibu. And there we go. Well done. Well done there. That's what we're wanting really, Reds. It's exactly what you're wanting from Ibu Konate. It's an excellent 30-40 yards run from your centre half with the ball at his feet. That's how you get back into the game. Yeah, no one in it, mate. No one in the box. Ball into the box. Away by Igor Jesus. Maybe another corner to Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike looked like he was bearing down on the front post there. Yeah. Yeah, it's just poor passing. Considering, like, you look at like Curtis Jones and players that ilk that are able to pass a football. A lot of congestion at the front post here. Get it back out wide. It's cleared by Forest. Bit of a weird cross that from Dom. Got to be careful here. We can get hit in the counter attack. Ibu. Come on, lads. Battle. Oh, now Ibu's 40 yards from our position here now. Jones, go with your man. Go with your man. Hutchinson. And Forest have got a corner here, but that's so poor by Jones. Ibu's literally pointed to him. Track your man. And you're just like, oh, he's in behind me. But first corner for Forest in the second half. So a corner here now for Forest, sorry. Anderson, ball in. Away by Ekitike. Get up, lads. Big defensive header. Push out now, Reds. Why we sat so deep again? I know it's off the back of the corner, but we're just inviting pressure. That should be 1-0. We got away with that again. Milinkovic. That is a huge opportunity, that, Reds. He should be putting that at least on target. The Forest centre half. Lovely ball by Callum Hudson-Odoi. It's millimetres wide of Alisson Becker's right-hand post there. Yeah, that should be 1-0. Should be 1-0 from a player of his ability with his head. But again, just... Yes, we've taken the corner. But need to start pushing up a bit more higher up the pitch. Here, Liverpool. Closing down by Dom. Salah, edge the box and miss kick. Come on, Liverpool, punish them. Oh, that's so poor, man. Again, another opportunity goes begging for Liverpool. A miss kick by Ortega in his own box. And Liverpool just so relaxed. No one really anticipating that ball. Come on, Liverpool. If someone's going to rescue us today, I think it will be one of the centre halves. Chat. From a possible corner or whatnot. But even 5 minutes into the second half here, Eds, we were all asking for a bit more better play from our midfielders. But there's one aspect, obviously, when you're watching the game here, like Forest, of course, then it congest the midfield. But it's all what your Liverpool's midfielders are doing. You've got Jones coming deep here now. But when he comes deep, he's got to spin off the back of the likes of Anderson and Sangare. Create that space. Well read there, Dom. Well do, mate. You hear me screaming. we'll happily you'll take an own goal from Forest here today. That's any goal, we'll take it. No matter how it goes in. Needs to be quicker build up here, Reds. Come on, quicker if we can. Speed it up. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. 100% there, chat. Oh, go on, Macca. Go on. Jones. Chat, we've actually had a touch in the opposition penalty area. Hey! Sadly, that shot was blocked by Forest. They literally had about 20 men in the box, it looked like. Come on, Liverpool. Jones, get your head up, please. Come on, Curtis. That's... Scousler. Big up there, Phil. I'm from Dublin. No, I've got family from Ireland, though, mate. As most Scouse people have as well. But yeah, I'm from Scousland. Scousland. Come on, Reds. Big up there, Phil. Good to see a load of new people in the stream as well, Reds. Much appreciated. If you are new, Reds, hit that subscribe button down below. If you are new to Anfield Index, plenty of shows. Busy. Chock-a-blocker tomorrow. And chock-a-blocker today as well, this evening. Wherever you are watching or listening to Anfield Index, you got the post-match raw, lads, taking you through. Dave and Trevor and the lads taking you through their analysis after the full-time whistle. And obviously you'll have, after the full-time whistle here, once I'm wrapped up, you'll have Lola and Gags taking you through their post-match thoughts on the latest Gag standing show. Cody, edge of the box, ball to the far stick. Go pick out to Salah! Oh, that should be 1-0. First best spell of the game. Took us 53 minutes. But that is better intent by Liverpool. First time we've actually stringed 3 good balls together. And nearly had the ball in the back of the net there. Come on, hopefully that, and that's certainly woken up the City ground anyway. But a big opportunity for Curtis Jones. I think he took a slight deflection on that, but it was a diagonal switch from left to right to find Salah on the byline, who headed it across the penalty box. Oh, just could have done with that falling to the likes of Hugo Ekitike at least, or Salah. But Salah again. Oh, lovely flick by Mo. Turn with it, Hugo. Release it. Oh, come on. Salah. Inside the penalty box. Trying to Trivella that again. Don't foul it, Jones. Still in. It's going to be a throw into Forest there. But looking at this opportunity, Salah across the penalty box. Oh, it's a big save by Ortega. Wasn't the best of connections by Curtis Jones inside the penalty box. It's a right outstretched right leg from the former City goalkeeper. But he couldn't quite just get that right Oh! Oh, Kirkes has got away with that, yes. Under hit pass is putting it lightly. Sorry. Ali. Hearts in your mouth stuff there, Eds. Look like Kirkes had under hit that pass, but thankfully Ali was off his line. He needed it. Come on. Liverpool down the right-hand side here now as we approach the hour mark. Turn on that. The space down the left-hand side if we can switch it. Can find Cody. But absolute pure congestion in that Forest midfield. Everyone behind the ball. But it's up to Liverpool to break this defensive block down. There we go. Well done, Ali. We were asking for that diagonal switch and we've got it. But then it just doesn't help when we've went all the way back to Alisson there. Take your touch, foot on the ball. Come on, lads. Yeah, possibly though, mate. Fingers crossed. Ball over the top. That's better. A bit more aggression from Gravenberg there. In a good way. Positive aggression in terms of trying to win that ball back. Jones on the right. Get a ball in, Jones. Just get a ball in. Where's Ekatike? Here he is. That's so frustrating though. Referee said play on. Callum Hudson-Odoi, don't foul him. It's a poor run by Igor Jesus. But yeah, it's... Chat, any subs? Hopefully we see at least one or two. At the minute, chat, and we know Arne doesn't rate Rio and Gamua. Because if he did, he'd be given more minutes. I know it'd be asking a lot from Rio, but we need something down that left-hand channel. We need more pace, need a bit more guile, really. Watch Cody get a goal here after I said that. KS commentated, hopefully. We need something. We need like a bit more of an injection of pace. Was that out? But yeah, it's been a... Not just for Cody, but Liverpool's forward line today is being horrendous. Too good. So look at the bench. So we've got many options, have we? Oh, Raul Jimenez has scored. Tell you what, it's going to be a big result if Fulham can win that. Yeah, looking at the benches though, chat. Jones, you'd think. Oh, Mo, what's that, lad? What was that? Forest on the counter-attack here. Salah can't pass the ball well, the whole team can't pass the ball 5 yards today. Frustrating, man. Abo. Behave, ref. So you're looking at that bench, sorry there, chat. You got Chiesa to come on, Rio, and then that's literally it. You've got 2 goalies on the bench as well, though, chat. Yeah. It's huge. Like, you look at that injury bench at the minute. Endo, Bradley, Bacetic, Frimpong, Isaac, Leone, Vietz. Like, we still need some more players, don't we? Yeah. See you, mister. Same with Salah all season, sadly. That's where I do think Liverpool have got the transfer fees for Isaac and Vietz last summer, Reds. I think there might be a big Saudi bid coming in the end of the season. Ball in. Clear by Liverpool. Play it. Hugo, play it now. Play the... That's got to be a yellow card. But even there, he's been yellow carded. But if I'm being honest, it's a great run by Ekatike. But he needs to sense. That he's got a Liverpool player ahead of him. Yes, he's literally getting his shirt dragged off him. But just a bit more better awareness there, Hugo, man. Because there was space. I think it was Cody just breaking down that left-hand side. If you could just find him. It's the most bang-on yellow card you'll see all season. By the way, chap, but that's better by Hugo. Getting the ball and just striding with the ball. Just to get away from the players as well. Sadly, this free kick is too far for Dom. So ball into the box. Mache. But yeah. Mac has scored a couple of headers this season, hasn't he? One of them was against Real Madrid. Which is a bit strange considering he's about like 5'7", 5'8", isn't he? Not the tallest. Yeah. Red eye. Yeah, I've been boring this season, mate, haven't we? But oh, what have I just seen? Dom, have you just jumped out of that challenge? What have we just seen? If we can see off the back of this. There we go. Referee's having none of it. But that is so poor by Dominic Szoboszlai there, chat. I never ever want to see that from any footballer on the pitch. Jumping out of that challenge. I'm sorry. That is one of the big reasons why Liverpool have been so poor this season. Jumping out of 50-50s. And that's what Pereira's saying. Just a bit more aggression from his team. Wasn't a bad challenge on Dom, but yeah. Oh, Grav, I'm sorry. Get your... Did in here, Forest. Hutchinson, inside the penalty box. Do not foul him. But again, this is stemmed from... Oh, it's over the bar. But that 60 seconds anticipies exactly where Liverpool have been so poor. Not just today, but this season. The frailties in the jumping on the challenges. And then Gravenberch there on the edge of the box, not being able to get his foot on the ball. As we said in the first half, any form of opposition in the Premier League, even in Europe, if you're doing that, you'll get punished. Giving away such poor possession. For a player like Gravenberch, who's got the technical ability to be able to put his foot on the ball. But the minute today, chat, the fight. Looks like the Liverpool players aren't wanting to fight for this today. Obviously, Ali and the two centre halves have been on it. And even, I think Kirk has had a good game. But other than those lads at the top end and even in midfield, just being off it. Endoy's coming on now as well. And we've got to be careful with this lad, chat. For me, very underrated. Very underrated. Not a whale beater, but certainly should be able to do a job for Forest in the Premier League. Yeah. Poor old chat. That's literally like, what? That's 3 footballers on big wages. 3 100k contracts. Like 3 big players. Come on, lads. Please fight. Fight for the ball, man. We knew this was going to be an absolute... But... so weak in the challenges today. No. Let your football do your talking, lads. It was never a foul on you. Endoy is coming on another... Forest's number 29. Thankfully, they've taken Callum Hudson-Odoi. There's no way they took Hutchinson off. Sure, he's got to be keeping him on. Hutchinson. Wow! Tell you what, chat. Bakawa is coming on. I'm very surprised by that, chat. If I'm Pereira, I would have kept Hutchinson on, because he's been one of their star players today. Forest. Our defence looks absolutely petrified when Hutchinson got on the ball. No Grav. Again, a long ball here now. Hugo, you're the striker, lad. Go for the ball. Come on. Fight. This is really poor spell here, chat. Raul Jimenez loves a penalty. I think he's got that record in the Premier League, hasn't he? 100% record from the penalty spot. Another penalty. So it's a huge result for Fulham, innit? I think that's 2-0 now. Very against the run of form. So you've had Brentford and Sunderland both getting beat today. Tell you what, chat. Oh, Wolves are down to 10 men as well. That's not ideal for them. Just whip a ball in, please. Are we petrified to, like, put crosses into the box? We are, chat. This is mad. We're trying to play too much pure football. Get to the byline and whip a cross in, or have a shot. It's all about taking a little bit of risks here and there as well, man. Williams. Don't be getting booked, Ebu, please. At least Ebu's at least trying by the looks of it. Come on, Reds. Liverpool defender now down this left-hand side. Liverpool trying to get that ball under our spell. That's better. Dom, get your head up. Hugo, you're too close to the centre-halves, man. Salah. To Jones. Ball over the top. Battle. Oh, Ebu. At least Ebu's trying to battle and he's trying to work. Certainly you can't say that Ebu's not worked today. Just yeah, it's a foul by Ebu. At least he's trying to win the ball back anyway. Certainly that be said, that's not the case with a lot of the players at the top end of the pitch. Just having a look at the table here, chat. As it stands, yeah, we need to win here, man. We need to win. Come on, Reds. Get the win, man. Huge 20 minutes for both sides. Shoot, lads! Now Gravenberg's out of position here. Now Dominic Szoboszlai's got to cover. It's a 3-on-1 opportunity in the middle. Bakwa. It's going to be a goal kick there. That's really poor, and the Forest fans can understand their frustration. The moans and groans, because they were in behind Liverpool there. If you just had a bit more attack and nous about them. Just had their head screwed on. But yeah. Stephen like taking a throw in here, and no agency from Liverpool. One shot on Sagi, 70 minutes played. And for the future as well, next season as well, chat. From a stylistic point of view as well, we can't be affording to just be so reliant on Vates or like even post-Salah era of Liverpool, we need to find ways of winning games of football when the lads are off it. Salah, what are you doing? What? Get Salah off. It's not a fact. What's Salah doing there? He just stopped playing. He gets a touch on him and then stops playing. Ah, no. Get Rio Engamoon on, man. Get him on. Mola, what are you doing? Yeah. That's I. Don't be rushing back to see this, mate, anyway. That's to say. Hopefully we can get a win in anyway, but we know we've not got much off the bench here, Eds, but we need to be doing something. You're paying Federico Chiesa all those massive wages. But, chat, you've called it. It'll be the 84th minute we bring Federico Chiesa on. I don't get this though, chat. We're stopping. We're going to get punished here. Most of the times our players have just stopped playing. Like, hoping for the referee to blow his whistle. There's no one in the middle there, chat. There's no one in the middle. They're all in such close proximity. Ekatike, Salah, McAllister. Kirkes has picked up a very good position here in between the midfield and defence, but just got to be careful that we don't get transitions. Kirkes has made a good attacking, intelligent run there, and just we're playing it down the right hand side. Come on, lads, switch on. Yeah. But I'm not overreacting there, chat. I was just so bizarre watching Salah just stop. Like, the referee's not going to help us out here, lads. The only way we help ourselves is helping ourselves out today in terms of playing better football, man. Just stop relying on the referee for free kicks and fouls. That's when you know you've had a bad day. Come on, Reds. Yeah, he just takes it off with no difference as well. Keeper. So 15, 16 minutes left here, Reds. Come on. But yeah, Kirkes has been getting into some positions, but we're just not finding him. Just not finding him at all. Finally, we've actually made some... Surprise, surprise, we're actually making a substitution before the 85th minute. It's a miracle. We better be bringing Chiesa and Rio on. I don't care, everyone goes, Rio, 17 years old. He scored against Newcastle in what will be hopefully a huge 3 points at the end of the season. There's no way the lad's in a lane. He's not done a lane if he doesn't get a game of football. Was everyone saying that when Michael Owen? And I'm not saying it, Rio's on the same level as Owen, but Owen was a revelation when he come through with that Liverpool side. Won the Ballon d'Or at his young age as well. Was everyone saying it like when Owen was 18, 17? Oh yeah, we've got to take our time with him. No, everyone looked at Owen and went, "Wow, what a footballer." We won't find out, and Rio won't learn if we don't give him opportunities. Rio's actually one of the players coming on. Thankfully, it's got to be, and Chiesa, finally. It's got to be Salah and it's got to be Cody Gakpo. There's no other substitutions. It's got to be Gakpo and it's got to be Salah. And I'm sorry, if Salah kicks up a fuss and fumes, I'm sorry, Mo, you've not been good enough today. Just because what you done last year in the last 8 years, we're in the present. We need to win today. It's vital. We're in the here and now. So Liverpool's only 2 best attacking substitutions are coming on here. And it's got to be for Salah and Gakpo. Wingers for wingers. Yeah, Mo, I'm sorry, you can be smiling and it's all about the team. All about the team, Mo. Think of the team. You've had an awful game. Not just you, Mo, but a lot of Liverpool players today. You're smiling. Mo, you've had an awful game today. And Gakpo, you've had an awful game as well. You shouldn't be entitled to be in the starting 11. Come on, Freddie and Rio. I'm hoping, chat, one of them scores and makes the impact. Here we go, chat. Get the camera off. I'm not bothered about Salah and Gakpo. Salah's still laughing. I don't like that, chat. I don't like that at all. Not just for Mo, but any footballer, especially wearing a Liverpool shirt as well. You can be frustrated about the substitution, but let's be honest, the forward lads have been poor. Yeah, so chat, we've got the substitutions that I personally would have, well, what we all would have made anyway. So, come on, lads. Opportunity to shine now. Get the winner. If you can. So, chat, if you're just tuning in, Rio Wingamu is on for Cody Gakpo, and Chiesa is come on for Salah. Probably expect, yeah, it should be Chiesa on the right hand side. No, that's Maka. He just gets absolutely stood on every single game, doesn't he? Tell you what, a bit of a nasty challenge there. Is that not going to be getting checked by VAR? No, sounds. Is it not getting checked for VAR? Nah, of course it isn't. Big up there, Matthias. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you're well, lad, anyway. And everyone. Hope you're all looking after each other. But yeah, don't blame me, lad. You haven't missed much today, mate. It's been really one of our worst games of the season, if we're being honest. Would all love nothing more than either Rio or Chiesa just to score. But hopefully everyone speaks about that after the post-match in order. Every Liverpool podcast and that, just the reaction doesn't sit well with me for any footballer. Like the reaction to them getting subs. You can be frustrated as a footballer, but what you've got a young lad there, Rio, and even Federico Chiesa coming off the bench. We should be supporting each other as well. Should be getting behind the lads. You can be like, it's a bit of a me personality as well. I don't like that in football. For any footballers, man. There's confidence, then there's just a lot of selfishness. As I said, we're in the here and now. We're in the winning now. It's crucial that we are. You can't be reminiscing about 7-8 years ago. That was then. Enjoy. Our ball, goal kick. So 10 minutes here, man. Come on. Yeah, I was here, chat. Big up there, sad. Yeah, it's just a massive drop-off, Buzz, innit? A massive drop-off. But obviously it's going to be another big summer in terms of bringing players in, bud. Lefay has scored. If you've got any Fulham defenders on the FPL they've conceded. So, but yeah, that's a big summer to come anyway, in and out of the club as well, in terms of bringing new players in and a lot of probably big departures. But we just need to be You are having a laugh, Ali. Come on. Even him. If it wasn't for Ali, Van Dijk and Canate and Kirkers today, Reds. I love Kirkers, just. I tell you what, he done so well to like stay on his feet. Yeah, it was yeah, he was being fouled there, Kirkers, but he was still running. Come on, Chiesa. Need more, man. Work, lads. Come on. Be stronger. Come on, lads. Come on. Get your triangles going. Little gives and go. Yeah. Give him an option there, Jones. So, a crucial big 8 minutes for Liverpool's season. Come on, Chiesa, get up, lads. Come on. Dominguez come on for Forest as well, chat. And Andy Robbo. Jones off. Jones off. Oh, and he's holding his shoulder as well. Wow. Well done, Kirkers. He's had a good game, Kirkers, I feel, chat. Yeah, he had to, though. Red Eye, he had to, mate, isn't it? It's one thing good saying it, mate, but it's another one. And I swear if Salah does another interview, then just... If he goes to the mix zone again and then chats a load of absolute bare wham. And he's got to win the battle again. We need to be pulling together till now the end of the season. There's so many big football games for Liverpool. It's not about individuals. It's about Liverpool being a collective, banding together and winning games of football. Jack Gomez. Van Dijk. A punch. A bit of a skew-if punch that from Ortega. Is that going to be a... Looks like Milinkovic is down. It's going to be a throw into Liverpool, though. The big Serbian centre-half. But yeah, chat. Jones has come off there. That's Joe Gomez is on. Let's make that change. Oh. Gomez, long throw. Clear by Forest. Win that second ball. Get your foot on the ball, Robbo. And Robbo's come on as well, chat. Fight. Come on, lads. Need to be seeing more. So Gomez has come on and Robbo's come on. But just, yeah, no weight, no party at the minute, chat. No weight, no party. It's been so crucial, as we know, over the last couple of weeks for Liverpool. But it's not a good omen for next season either. If Vieira's going to be out next season for certain big moments, then... Oh, Ali! Good block by Robbo. Oh, it's wide, thankfully. Wow. Heart in your mouth moment there, Ali. Clawing at a cross there. I tell you what, it's a crucial touch that is, chats. I think Bakwa would have got onto the end of that cross anyway. But Andy Robbo, just everyone trying to get in front of that. But a big 5 minutes here, Eds. Yeah, he needs to be stronger, doesn't he? Big up there, Zach. Big up there, Zach. As an American, waking up at 7:30 in the morning. Yes. Disappointing, mate, innit? Very disappointing for everyone around the world, mate. Pure dedication. Zach, hope you have a good rest of your day, anyone watching. Obviously, you know, Storm watchers from Mongolia as well, or anyone watching. If you're watching in England or around the world, hopefully there's still time for Liverpool to get a winner, but we need a bit of a miracle, really. Away by Ali. Go on, Rio. Well done, lad. Lost the ball. Rio, keep on working, lad. It's going to be another corner, that. Going to be another corner. At this point, Reds, I don't know why we don't leave 2 or 3 men at the top end on the halfway line. Just go for it. Yeah, it's risky, but I think Liverpool this season, until now the end of May, we need to take risks. So there's going to be another corner here now. Liverpool switch on. Ball into the box. A deep cross. And Doi. Bit of a mismatch there in the height advantage. That's it. Push up now, Liverpool. Push up the pitch. Mac is the one leading the press here now. Win that, Gomez. Very well intercepted. Well done. Gomez on the right hand side. It's going to be a throw into Liverpool down this right. Come on, Liverpool. Get to because yeah, we made some subs, mate, anyway. Yeah, 100% there, Seth. Spot on, mate. Hopefully a lot of Liverpool fans do pick up on that and when they're analysing the game as well. Pretty sure it will be. It will be the probably biggest talking points of the game from a Liverpool perspective if it is still 0-0. It's not good to see, man. For any player, for that matter, anyway. But hopefully we can get a winner here. Go on, Rio. Let's get a ball into the box. Oh, Hugo, that's... Get in! Yes! Come on! McAllister! There's the bit of luck that we've had. 1-0 Liverpool. And they come from Rio Engamua, putting a ball to the far stick. Hugo Ekitike headers it. Couldn't quite. It's a great save by Ortega. But then it ricochets off McAllister. Get in, 1-0. Get in. Get in. See what happens when you whip a ball into the box, man. Get in there, Rio. Ball to the far stick. That's what we've been missing all day. A bit of fortune anyway, but fortune, as they say, favours the very brave. And there we go. Get in. There we go, Macca. And that's something that you can't put against Macca today or in his Liverpool career. He loses the first, but he's anticipated it. Hugo should be making that 1-0. But Oliena, he kicks it at Macca. But it's all about McAllister's ability to anticipate that cross. Get in there, Eds. We've been absolute dire, but there we go, Eds. Football, eh? Right now. What? Possible handball. There's no way. That's off his back. It's off his back. That's off his back. What are he watching? It's off it. What are these commentators on? He's getting paid thousands of pounds to commentate on games. It's off his back, not his hand. It's going to be getting ruled out, chat, because apparently it's hit his elbow. It's been getting disallowed. You have elbow. What? Swear that it's his back though, chat. Disallowed, chat. You are having the gate off. You are having a laugh, man. Joke. Let's have a little look. I still think that it's his back. Ah, that's an awful rule. It hits his back. Fuck. Absolute joke, chat. These commentators, man. Do we actually know how many minutes of that being added on? Would be nice if we knew how many minutes were added on, like. Do we not, we don't even know how many minutes have added on. Has the fourth official forgot to do his job? Joke, chat. Absolute. I still don't think that's even off his arm. His arms, but it's that stupid rule though, innit? It's like, obviously, if the goal scorer scores with any's, by the rules of the game, it's the correct decision, but it's just... Come on, lads, switch on. Apologies, chat. I don't even... The fourth official hasn't even put up his board, I don't think. So you'd expect with the added on time. 5 minutes there, chat. Apologies. No, Wolves are just conceded as well. It's such a... But we didn't really deserve that, chat, did we? At all, let's be honest. Did not deserve that one bit. Yeah, it's the rules though, Luke. We all know them. As I said, if the goal scorer scores with any part of his arm... But unless the VAR were literally looking at... they must have been looking at a completely different angle that I was watching. But it's just one of them chatting it. But even like phases of play as well and game control, even when that goal's been disallowed, we've been flat for like the last 3-4 minutes. You'd think obviously that'd give you a bit more of like bit more injection, a bit more confidence as well. But Liverpool, the first time we actually got the ball out wide and we crossed the ball, we had a big opportunity. Even yes, it was disallowed, but that's what we've been crying out for all game, isn't it? Get up. So probably we've played 5 minutes here, Ed. So sure you got to be about a minute and a half added on. I don't know why we're pumping the ball forward. We're going to lose the first and second transition. Oh, look, we do. Come on, man. Win that. Go on, Rio. Found Robbo. Lovely play by Rio and Gamua. Ball into the box. Cleared. Rillo. Don't foul them. Gomez. It's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool here. There's still going to be time, because there's going to be at least about a minute and a half added on here. Still a minute left to go, I think. But chat, make sure you tune in. Make sure you drop a like, share, and subscribe as well. Lola and Gags will be live very, very soon in the next 5 minutes to analyse every single aspect of the game. Ball in. Cleared. Get in! We've got it! Alexis McAllister, there's no disallowing that. And there we go. Everyone's running onto the pitch. Get in there. No disallowing that, chat. It's so frustrating. Again, ball into the box. I don't know what he's complaining about, Pereira. Alexis McAllister, get in. 1-0. No disallowing that at all. But again today, chat, the first times we actually put a ball of real quality into the box, it causes absolute chaos. Please be onside. Oh, he's going to be off as well. He's going to be off as well. God, it's going to be getting disallowed. Second time he's going to be getting disallowed here. Van Dijk, how are you not onside, man? It's going to be... Yeah, he's going to be offside. He's going to be getting disallowed, chat. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be in an offside position. Yeah, it's going to be getting disallowed. Hang on, there's a player behind him. What are these camera angles, man? It's still getting checked, chat. Apologies. Please give us it, man. It's dead. It's so tight because there's a player behind Van Dijk. Ollie Aina. How are these four officials meant to deem? Get in! We get in! Been given. There we go. And believe, Reds. I tell you what, there we go. Got away with it today. But wow, we've certainly got away with that today. Doesn't matter. Oh, we've actually got the semi-automated technology. There we go, doing its job properly there. And I can apologize, chat. I'm only just seeing those pictures like everyone at home now as well. Semi-automated technology. That's why it's been brought in to give those decisions. Come on, blow the whistle. Right, everyone defend now. Battle! Oh. There we go. Battle, 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 battle. But chat, whoa. We've been absolutely diabolical today. But you know what? We got away with it. But we can still analyse the game. We've been really poor. But I tell you what. Got away with that one, didn't we? Oh, yeah. Sorry, chat. But it's all the millions of cameras in the stadiums as well. Get in! Chat! It's been an absolute whirlwind of emotions watching it, Reds, as always. But Reds, been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, listening to the game. Hope you found it enjoyable. I do. I love me watch-alongs, and I love speaking to every single one of you as well with Reds. But Reds, tune into the post-match show very, very soon on the YouTube in 30 seconds' time now. But Reds, Liverpool, 1-0. Huge Liverpool win today. But Reds, make sure you tune into for the Gags Tandon show. Gags is being joined by Lola any moment now. Right, I'll quickly round off here now. But Reds, we got there in the end. Everyone, have a lovely rest of your weekend. I will see you again very soon. But we're chock-a-block tomorrow. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe button to Anfield Index, hit that subscribe button. But Reds, till now, until we'll see you on the next watch-along. You never walk alone. Get in. So, yeah. This Liverpool side, Reds. But Reds, have a lovely rest of your weekend. Enjoy it. And the Reds, huge 3 points. Plenty of work to go. But Reds, see you very soon. Have a lovely rest of your day.